around us.
Circle of the moon is more focused.
Let's face it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody here except wow.
Take your key.
Take your key, go to your cell, lock yourself in it, toss the key out. Yes.
But yeah.
Of all trades.
So,
Yes.
let's hear. We're all gathered. So, where we last left off, you had all just defeated the monster. This fiendish creature, and gathered up your stuff. You felt a wave of accomplishment as you had finished. After managing this, the elven woman who helped you and supported you in your fight also informed you of a city not far away to the east, where you might be able to rest for a bit after such a endeavor. Would you all like to follow her advice?
I asked her if she knew what the creature was before.
It was a fiendish beast, long gone, a shade of the past. May it never rain again.
That was a shadow of the tower.
She then hops away, transforms into a fish, and swims away in the river. I'm not sure if you can do that yet. But yeah.
Since level 4, you can kind of do this.
I can confirm.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? So, for this, let me.
Last time I followed your advice, I got an axe right over my head. And that was the first time in the game. After that, I never followed your advice.
So true though. So, it takes you about a week traveling through the woods and.
That was a long rest.
Yes, that's a long rest. Traveling across through the woods and eventually over fields. But eventually, what comes into vision is Gleamond, the loyal city. A very no, you're not in the Empire. You're still in the kingdom. As you have always been. This city, far to the east, known for its trade. And now I'm going to.
But it's called a city of order. So, Paladin?
No, it's a loyal city.
Oh.
You're everything you have to tell us.
Yeah, that's basically the city. Let me put on some better. So, you all come to this city.
Yes.
I'd take some.
Well, I only have 4 pieces.
Oh, second question. No, thank you. I'm not for that. So these large walls is what greets you as you wander in during about the midday. It's towards the end of the midday, but you walk in through these large gates of the west side of the city, entering into an area of houses built for living and cloak. You recognize yourself. This is your home city. Do you want to? Yeah, role-playing moment.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you all notice. You do notice that he seems to recognize
What's the
himself.
word?
Visit your parents.
Actually, yeah, I have living parents, so that is possible.
Why did you do it?
Well, your parents are not dead.
Wow. What do you guys
What
want
is
to
the
do?
word, my friend?
I grew up in this town.
You grew up in this town.
Then you should know your
What's a beautiful, beautiful place here.
Cheap quality.
Are we in the city proper yet?
You're in the urban area. You're in you have passed by a few fields around the area.
Yeah, we're not in that the other part of town, right?
No, you came from the west, so you're not in Shantytown.
We didn't come from the north.
Yeah, that would be north. But yeah,
Place to stay. Any recommendations?
Yeah. There's 2 places.
Perhaps somewhere where we can sell stuff, things.
There is a market district.
You are much too fast.
Yes, I know. That's my.
Yeah.
What?
What do you guys want to do?
Well, we should look for a place to stay for the night.
Yes.
And drink beer.
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 Why?
Cheap beer.
Why?
No,
Yes.
place
Beer
where we
is
could
not
stay for
really
free.
better than wine.
I know a place where we could stay for free.
No, not interested in.
Is this illegal?
Well,
No?
Well, why can you sell things? Because I don't want to
Do we
carry
have
We
a
sell
shit
things in
around
the
anymore.
merchant district.
Okay,
Let's
where's
go
that?
there.
Okay. So you head to the merchant.
district.
do
You
we
had to
actually
immerse
have
in
any
this.
money or?
Yeah, I mean you have
Uh-huh.
money marked there.
Want to be part of the action.
Okay.
So
Wow, my armor class is 21.
See. So you head to the merchant district. Do you look for anything particular?
Where were you gonna
Let's
sell
say a
pretty much
store
anything.
like a vampire suit
Necklace.
What? Vampire?
That's my thing that can make
Store
chicken, right?
You
in another city
huh?
called the vampire
That
suit.
can
The necklace is what gives you your power to turn into animals. Yeah, without having to at all use your wild
So
shape.
I don't
It's like that guy
Yeah.
from the
So you remember that there are 2 main
That's gonna be useful for
2
you.
main general stores. There's one older one in the east of the market district, and there's one a bit newer in the west that had just barely opened before you left your town. One is owned by a dragonborn that you know.
I'll go to that.
Okay. You head east through the city. You come through this area, passing slowly. Buildings start to go from living areas and few taverns, inns, and stuff, bars, into market buildings. And you pass. It takes you a while, but you come eventually to the Dragon's Hoard. This quaint little Dragon's Hoard. Do you want papers to take notes on?
Papers, please.
Yeah, don't you have a...
That's like
Yeah, like-
game.
Like, I'll give you a bunch of papers
You
here.
know there's a note
So
thing you
yeah, you can take
Yes, what was
Yeah.
the name of the city?
Gelmond. It's Gelmond, the Loyal City.
The loyal city.
Yep.
How's it spelled?
Glemond.
G-L-E.
Glemond.
M-O-N-D.
Glemond.
Gilmont.
But yeah, you find your way to the Dragon's Hoard. This nice little shop where there's a sign showing a copper dragon curled up on a pile of gold.
Gonna melt your purse away. Copper dragons, I believe, are acid. Wait, are they light?
No, that's blue.
Yeah, but
I do not know copper.
there's also
I do not know
I
copper.
think they're either acid or light.
I do not know. But yeah, this is a very nice little shop by the outside. Has a window where you can see all kinds of general items. Do you wish to enter?
Let's go.
Okay. So let me get up a thing here.
Beard products.
Curlers for your hair.
How to
Oh
keep
my
your
goodness.
beard fine trim.
Curler.
First, you need a sword, especially a blessed sword.
Okay, so you enter this store, and what greets you is this copper dragonborn woman. She's standing at a counter, and she's currently finishing up a deal with a large, muscular man who has dropped off a large owlbear head on the counter.
Yes.
And they're just shaking hand into a strong.
I bet I'm stronger than him.
It's a band, not a bear.
I don't give a damn.
Uggleöl.
That sounds like a pretty tasty beer.
Owl and beer.
That does sound like a tasty beverage, though.
Beer and an owl have an unholy the abomination of a child.
Yeah.
And then they improve the species.
I used this. Give me a moment, real quick, to check up a thing.
It's not even a
Counter.
bug.
Okay. So she kind of like shakes his hand and he walks away with a large pouch of gold, presumably tossing it in the air with a very happy demeanor.
It's secretly copper coins.
Well, I didn't think it was a copper dragon. But yeah, she looks at it. Well, who are you?
I am a kobold. And these
Nice to meet you. Make a strength saving throw. Or actually constitution saving throw real quick.
I surrender limited.
I want you to make a constitution check.
Oh,
This
no.
is Brandon Fletcher.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like 10 plus, so 12.
Okay. You feel a bit like whoa, and you feel a bit slower for a moment, and then it just kind of subsides.
This thing that would be 14.
That's still the same. No, actually, that just about saves you from that. So yeah, no particular effect, but it's a strong grip. So what can I do for you today?
I want to sell some things.
Ah, you're interested in trade. And she pulls up a large chest.
That looks promising.
Oh,
So what do you have?
I regret.
Some,
I regret.
I have some paintings, silver cod, and maybe and a sapphire rope.
Well, show me. Show me.
No, I just
Um,
had that.
Die Stadt war gerade
So,
Show her.
Das heißt einfach Gelmond.
Wait, that's something you want to keep.
Deutsch hat das ist
Ja.
einfach nur ganz blöd.
What did you say that gemstone was?
sapphire rope.
Sapphire.
Welcome to one of those stores that just sells like you buy the
Yeah, it's a general store
There are
through and
general
through.
stores
Looking
everywhere.
around, looking around, you see all kinds of stuff. Well, show me the items. She takes a look at painting. How many paintings are there?
Magic stores do that.
Paintings and one large painting.
Det vet jag.
And I think we share
Hey.
the large painting. So
Yeah.
we should like,
So,
One more.
we have large paintings.
so you said how many paintings?
I have
Six paintings.
And one large painting that I think she has that we
I have, yeah, exactly.
She goes, takes a look at them like,
Exactly.
Is this stolen goods?
I could give you 175 gold each.
Say that we took it from an Oni.
That
We
sounds
say nothing.
Yeah, 170 gold per painting. So that's
117.
75.
Wait, how many people are we in the past?
So we have 65.
Are we split?
Yeah, so you can write that up. You write that up because she's still going through the thing. So on your notes
in this city.
or on that paper, write up 175 times 6.
175 per
Yeah.
painting.
Yes.
Holy crap.
She then takes a look at the sapphire and sort of,
You know what my job is. Just know I'm a rogue.
75.
and she's then going to take a look at the sapphire, and I'm going
Large
to
painting. What about that?
the large painting. You showing her the large painting?
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't want to carry that long over.
You take a look and
You're
I
looking
can
to
give
inspire
ya-
Lochner to invent the bazooka.
100, 200, 250. Call it.
125.
Are we talking gold pieces?
Yep. We're talking
boy!
gold. She takes a look at the gem. She's like, 75 gold, and it's nah, right? 75 gold pieces for each sapphire. For a sapphire. How'd you come by? 100. $100 and you'll get a benefit next time you come in.
I was still alive.
Yeah, if we're still alive.
Not likely.
Okay,
Not likely in your case.
that's a good deal.
Yeah.
100, and I'll note down that you have a benefit.
By the way, you never agreed on what the benefit was. So,
No, I was just thinking that. What
Shit.
is the benefit?
And then you had the mimic's tongue.
Yeah. That was
mag will work more than you think. I think I once sold a cracking octopus head.
Well, it's not my expertise. It's a bit stale at this point. Like really, it's really dried up. So I can give you 5 gold for it. 5 gold. So yeah, add all that money together. There's 5 gold.
A lot more in the
Quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, all of stolen goods.
Yeah, she just opens this chest at that point, just and starts picking out large bags. Just.
And I take my old owl beard.
On one item.
So, yeah, you have. She just scrolls over and like pushes it over. Here you go, Missy. Push.
Ceremonial dagger.
And she's gonna make it.
Yeah, that's what I think is picked out of store.
That's kind of beyond me, I'm afraid. You'll have to check someone else for that.
You'll have to look at the map.
Yeah, pushes it.
Sapphire.
By the way,
I think
in
we
magic
each
stores,
got a
big difference
sapphire.
from gnomes. Gnomes run all freaking magic stores.
I guess the shark skull of shade is also not her thing.
Yeah, also that's a trophy for you, isn't it?
I don't know, maybe it's sure
I still have a
I'm
cooking
not
book.
selling anything. I have a
Oh, I
cookie
forgot to
only
find
one I
silver
can
pot.
sell.
Darn it.
But I'm not gonna
Huh?
sell it.
Find silver pot.
You can show it for her again.
Yeah, I'm
But-
gonna do that.
You're like going through your bag after putting down the gold bags, and you're like, oh shit! Pull out the silver pot and show it to her.
It's fine silver pot.
Yeah. I'm gonna check real quick, so I give you right prices. Because there's
up his economy even further. He's done that a lot.
Yeah, you can't.
So you're rich also now.
What? No, I only me.
Yeah.
No, I only have 139 gold.
what'd you say? 30
He's
gold.
the rich one.
That is 10 platinum.
Don't you have money in the
Oh,
bank?
I'm richer than you.
No, I have like plus. I haven't.
Oh, you know what? Yes, I have.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
30 gold to you.
Wait, I have 300. I put 300 in the bank.
Hmm?
I need to. Do we have a ready?
There are on the pens
Oh, there was.
on the back end.
Okay.
You have to take off the cap. So,
I have a lot. Can I? Can
oh,
I
I-
exchange this into like platinum?
I mean, yeah. Do you ask her?
No, I wonder like how much is.
10 platinum is one.
Yeah.
Gold is 1 platinum.
I take.
But you'll have to talk now to exchange.
Yeah,
I
she.
know.
Do you ask her? Because she could probably exchange position by.
I
look-
take my
Hello.
piece. I take my piece of the skull.
Yeah, it
Put it in my
might be
hand.
wise to not go around with a large, visibly large
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna exchange like 500.
Yeah, she's. Ah,
Där är liksom vind.
and she has. One moment. She goes out back in her store, and you hear her pulling as a large chest seems to be opening back, and then she comes back with a smaller chest. She seems to have chests and chests.
You have very many.
You opened the lock.
Well, you gotta have them locked and safe. Pulls out
Magical lock.
change for you, so that's times 10. Every time it's times 10, right? Step.
Yes.
So yeah, 500. That's 50 platinum.
And I still have
That's
800.
all enough to buy
And she does,
100
and
sacks.
she kind of gives you like a slight eye, like no fee for this, no exchange fee. Usually people, take a small fee for changing something.
Eh, screw those people.
She doesn't.
A nice little benefit.
Yeah. Changing one. Yeah. Do I recognize you?
I
Can't-
have lived in the city before.
Isn't it little Elon? Slams you on it and make a dexterity saving throw.
Give me a dice.
Give me a die.
I need
No,
I
that's
need my
something I do. Not something I get given. I do that.
A singular dice is a die.
No, I think you say the singular four.
Yes, a
That's
dice is
a
called
five.
die.
13.
I mean, yeah, she slams you and you kind of fall on the ground and she's like, sorry lad! Make an investigation check first. Let's see. Roll a d20, add your intelligence and see if you're proficient.
There. You have no intelligence.
And you're not proficient in investigation?
Wow. You have less intelligence than me.
So
I never said I was a clever fighter.
I think we have seen that.
Oh yeah, you
It fits. You're just standard. But yeah, you.
Can I check around?
Nothing.
If they have anything.
Yeah, make an investigation. What are you looking for?
When I need to do the check, do I have to
Anything of interest to you?
How does that work?
What? When you do a
When he
check.
said like investigation.
You're looking for fancy weapons.
Make an investigation check. You got a.
You're looking for
have
fancy
6.
high-grade
Ah.
weapons, right?
Yeah, it's hard to find anything. There's a lot of things, and it really is a dragon sword.
You're
I think
looking for
Huh?
She's the thing.
No, they can't help you in this. I'm
magic
afraid.
weapons and shit.
Aussie can't help you in this. I'm afraid.
No, I mean like if I can.
Everyone,
Oh, okay. Make a. Did you make an investigation check?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you got?
No,
high grade manipulation.
where they can find good quality.
Yeah, if you want to, make an insight check real quick.
First,
How ironic
I
would it be if an anchor was imbued with fire?
Yeah, you can tell what these two are looking for. She's looking for something for a bat, and she's looking for something better.
listen, I take my piece, I take my gun, and I hold it in my hand. Can you tell me what this is?
What?
We got some sort of finished picture. You know exactly what it is.
Okay, so as she looks at that skull part, she's like, what? I wish I hadn't seen that before.
Oh no.
It's been long since that man roamed the world. The messenger of the death gods. He hasn't wandered on the earth in many years, but some say that his awakening is soon, and I dread that it will happen. I hope I'll be long gone when that hand once again strokes dust.
You know the forest. Well, we kind of fought some evil thing here, and I got.
She looks very distressed as you explain further. Like she just looks very distressed about the whole situation.
Messenger?
Locks up her platinum chest. This is both very satisfactory and very terrifying. But I'm glad to see Elon is back in town.
Little Elon.
Elon!
How old I am?
He's a dwarf man.
I don't actually specify an age.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm 27.
I'm probably older.
I don't
I'm
know.
over.
Little child.
I have a beard.
I bet most of these people will most likely be
But
old.
that's still, I'm not a
But yeah, do you want to go anywhere else?
Yes.
This thing is so
I'll
warm.
lead them to a
Should
store.
be secured.
You seem to be looking for some high quality equipment. I think I know where we can find that sort of thing.
Okay.
I lead them towards the Emerald District.
Oh, you. Okay. So,
what they're looking for, I doubt they'll have anything in the price range, but sure.
okay. On your way there, one moment, let me.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. 6. Okay. So on the way there, you pass 2 main attractions. You pass by 2 large temples. One is temples. One of them is this huge. First, there's a 2-floor building, and then you have 7-floor towers rising up from this city that is generally low topology. like maximum 3-floor buildings. But these towers just stand tall. And then there's this large temple as well, much larger. The one with the 2 towers, you see a few paladins outside. A few of them with Torm on their shields, a few of them with Helm on their shields, and a few of them with a fusion of both symbols. The other one, you see one cleric outside of, a man with dark robes and a tabard where there's a skull hat holding a board.
I wave towards that one.
It's
Kind of gives you a nod. Kind of gives you a nod. You don't recognize him, but
Wait, listen, have I taken my oath yet?
no. Do you want to take the oath before?
And you can ask
Like,
me
if you
about
want to,
temples,
you
I
could
thought.
take you could take the oath in a temple. If you,
Yes,
You
that's
can ask me about
do you want to stop
temples.
by as like you're passing through?
well.
Yeah.
No, I asked. So, I am going there to fulfill my oath of paladin.
Which one?
Oh, you seem to know much.
I grew up in this town. I know the temples.
Yeah. Now you all know where he grew up. Character development.
Finally, I know something about you.
Which temple are you going to then? The temple or the necropolis?
The temple, where I shall finally make my oath of paladin.
You wish to enter?
So we're going to that temple.
Yeah.
Not others.
So
Might not be a good idea.
yeah, I mean,
Necropolis? What the
yeah.
temple is called?
So you could go to both places. They're pretty darn close. They're pretty close. They're like in the center. But you first go to the temple? Okay. You approach this temple. Do you mention anything else about it?
I think you should be aware. In this temple they treat Torm and Helm as one entity. You should not offend them.
I am very great at not offending people. It's one of my prime qualities.
I mean, I would say sure, but then I realized Dorian will get offended by anything. Can't deny it.
Once I'm not offended, the entire world.
So you enter this temple, and it's almost like entering a cathedral. You hear, I do not have any. I need Gregorian music. Gregorian music.
What's a paladin oath?
Do you ask him?
What's a paladin oath?
It's when I become like, I'm taking the oath. What was it called?
It's
Of.
This is an inner thing.
I think you take the oath of. Let me check real quick.
Well, a paladin oath is when a paladin takes an oath to
You don't say.
Oh, enlightening!
it's when a paladin takes an oath to a god, as we swear our lives to that god. And
You're
well, that's
taking-
how we become full-fledged paladins.
Oh,
Then,
you're taking the oath of devotion.
Yes. And I am taking the oath of devotion.
Not
So-
oath. Oath is not a freaking
It's hard to speak in this dialect.
So,
It's also a
you
Russian
enter this great hall. In the ceiling there hangs chandeliers, there's basins with smoke coming from them. And at the center is a large altar, behind which you see a man with a long beard, about this long. Not super long. Very fine cut. Standing with a tabard that of the combination of the two symbols. He stands there. Yes. Seems to just be standing there. What you don't do.
Okay, do I know like what he is?
You would know that this guy seems to be the mediary, like, he's not the top guy, but he's the guy that you talk to if you have business in the
He's a
temple.
priest.
Yeah, he's a high priest.
Does he have a higher clarity, like authority than me?
He would have slightly higher authority.
Within the temple, at least.
So I approach him, kneel down, and like lower my head. I am here to take the pledge of the oath of devotion. Devotion.
You have come to the right place, my son. Which god do you follow?
Good luck with this, bud. What?
How do I answer?
I mean, just answer truthfully. You have to be truthful.
Dorm.
Well then, you have come to the right house. And he signals you towards the right gate.
Can't lie.
Towards the right gate.
I stand up and walk into. First, I like to do a slight bow to him. Then I walk into.
Do you guys follow him?
No.
Or do you stay behind?
I just stay behind.
I don't think you're actually allowed to go in there because
Just feeling
You can ask the priest if you want.
I stay behind.
Okay.
Or
Okay, so now it's just you as you enter this large tower.
Yes, I am.
There's this large tower in which you see a couple of clerics and a high priest. They seem to be currently just finishing up prayers. And one looks up. A follower of Tom. What can I do for you?
wait, what was the oath called again?
Devotion.
Okay. I'm here to take the oath of devotion.
Well, then come here.
I come closer.
It shows you towards a place to kneel before an altar to Torm.
Well, I kneel before the altar.
I prefer the necropolis.
And he then goes through the rituals and the oaths, the promises and the prayers, which also now grants you the ability of your spells, we'll say, for the sake of storytelling. So he also learns you how to conjure forth the effects of your deity, and you are out there wait for like a good 45 minutes before Gerwal comes out again, and he now has a kind of large symbol hanging here of Torm's symbol.
And a thing, the devotion, they often have like wing symbols on.
Yeah,
the
you have kind of like a wing symbol on your plate. Yeah. So he comes out and looks very relieved, very calm, very collected.
I found my center, boy.
Very devoted.
So yeah. Do you then want to go to the necropolis?
Yeah.
Okay.
That means I can
So-
now channel divinity.
Yeah.
And I give the middle finger to undead people.
So you head over and take the.
You
Yeah.
wanted to see the necropolis, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk over to this large building, which splits off into two structures that then go down. Kind of into. What you can judge from this angle is that from above it probably looks kind of akin to the symbol of the death god.
Huh. That's actually really small.
Of Kellamore. When you enter this, you walk up and the cleric that stood outside kind of looks. Do you seek to pray to the god?
Nope.
He puts his hand on the door and pushes it open without any effort, and these large wooden doors.
Damn.
What lays before you is this long hallway, and it's a very similar structure but much dimmer. There's no windows, whereas the last temple had a large ornate window. This is just a completely still area. What you see behind is rows of benches and a temple, like an altar, I mean. In one of the benches, Timus, you recognize something. A set of long white hair sits upon a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Roll ref Stormgrain. You see him in prayer.
I go forth and pray myself.
Okay. Did you pray at the altar or in the benches?
I sit down on one of the benches.
Nearby to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel a sense of equality fall upon you after your prayer. And you see Roref next to you with his hand on your shoulder. You guys saw, like, he finished his prayers, and while Cloak, he just lays on it.
You returned. I thought you would be gone for much longer. But I'm glad to see another familiar face. They disappear all too quickly now. And who are these? Companions.
I'm tiny!
I am not very courageous.
I lift her up.
And now it looks like there's 3 actual tall people.
Well, I'm glad to see Cloak has made friends.
Well, we don't know about friends. We haven't reached that stage yet.
Allies.
Yes, we are comrades.
Yeah.
Well, allies, comrades. Anything is better than what he used to have.
Smiles.
That sounds really.
Now, question. Do I receive it?
Huh?
The ancient
Who
hag.
he is?
He does kind of slide you.
The package.
It slides you. Something went wrong here.
Yeah,
something was
different.
seriously wrong.
So, how you met? I met your mother. I didn't meet her. She hit me.
She met me. I didn't meet her. She met me.
So you come into this very nice, well-lit little roof. You two have to duck a little because it's not necessarily made for humans and people of tall stature, which both of you are taller than average. But it's this very you two have no problem because you're short. So you come into this nice little kitchen where you see a halfling man with a bit of meat chops on the sides, a slight goatee, and he's just sitting there reading a large book. And he looks up, takes off a pair of round glasses. Elon, me boy!
Me boy.
This gives you this large handshake. You have returned! Well, I'm glad to see you back, but who are you bringing with me?
Some of my companions, my travelers.
I am Gurmo.
It's a sturdy. It's not as hard as the Dragonborn woman. It's it's a steady. It's a steady handshake.
Are you studying handshake description?
Maybe. So what you see is this very nice kitchen. You see the halfling woman. She's cooking. Huh? Yeah, you see, she's quite frantic trying to put something. Anything anyone has problems with.
No.
Okay.
Pick Eldritch Blast.
Elrich,
Yes. It's basically the bread and butter of the
I have a
He also has
plus
a
4 charisma.
Yeah.
And a plus
He has a
four-
+5.
He also has a +4 dexterity, which is what you use when you're rolling accuracy with it.
Oh god, that's terrifying. But yeah,
I'd agonize the blast.
so she seems very happy cooking together these things. And does anyone want to talk anything while she's cooking?
So, tell us about little Elon, how he grew up,
Who do you ask? Who do you ask?
how he became the mother, of course.
Well, he was wonderful, a wonderful child, and he took after his father so quickly. Both in the religion and the work space is fantastic. You know, he is very enthusiastic with his knives. Could you hand me that cabbage? Yeah, kind of bit. She takes up this big meat cleaver. Just brutally on it.
Slightly
He is a fantastic man. He sneaks in the shadows like nothing.
The stabbing of the no. Basically channeling my inner mother.
Yes, I just slightly touch my shoulder. I see where you got your tendons with the knife from.
She kind of overhears that. Oh no, he got that from his father and his work. You know, both are very good at getting contracts. I love how the only one that isn't laughing is the one that's contracts. Tell me, have your companions and you killed anyone on your travels?
Well, yes, we killed some beasts, and then.
Oh, I wasn't talking about beasts, but sure.
That's awkward silence.
The father kind of gives her a slight glance, like,
Awkward silence.
yeah, silence falls.
Well, we killed a fish creature.
Well,
We haven't killed it. We haven't killed
People.
Yeah, we haven't killed people.
well,
Yes.
Well.
Fine.
I'm sure it will happen eventually.
The mother from hell.
You have told them of your work, right, darling?
Not entirely.
Oh my! She then puts out this big soup pot on the table, and starts pouring up this very delicious looking soup. It's a large combination of things, but it smells absolutely fantastic. What do you think? She's a halfling! But yeah, there's also new baked bread that she brings out.
You make bread and soup.
Yeah. Of course I do, darling! So yeah,
What's in this soup?
it's cabbage, it's a bit of meat you judge. No, it's a large collection, but it seems to be.
Basically, feed each meat, cabbage, and plants and more things. Basically everything you can imagine and a bit more.
So, you guys want to have a good meal? And yeah, you take a good meal. Okay.
Yeah, I'd love this vehicle.
So, where we left off, let's see if this music wants to start.
Let's off the music with these to start.
Get into the right mood.
Yeah, gotta have the ambient music. Here we go. So, where we last left off, we just left the blacksmith, the anvil, and the hammer and bellows. And you were heading towards the enchanter store that Tumas knows. And you do eventually make your way there. You notice that many stores around you are closing up, but you do come to the Emerald Tome, and they seem to still be open. They seem to kind of hang by. You guys wanna go in?
Well, yes, I.
That's good.
So, yes, I go into the store.
Okay.
That's what we came here to do.
What you see is immediately, this is a store full of a lot of different kinds of things. There's all kinds of things. There's like bags. It looks a lot similar to the Dragon Sword, but more if the Dragon Sword was a collection of nobles' items rather than the Dragon Horde is currently, which is everything you could possibly want.
Except magical stuff.
Yeah, except high stuff. It's everything a peasant could possibly dream of.
Including a owlbear.
And a beak now.
Why would you want that owlbear head?
To put on your wall. But yeah, you see behind the desk, or actually no, she's not behind the desk. But you hear in the background a tinkering sound and chanting.
Is there like a bell or something?
Yeah, there's a little bell on the table, like one of those you lift up and clean.
Oh, I lift up. Gently shake it.
Coming! I'm coming! Coming out is this fine elven woman. You recognize the features. They are a high elf. Coming out. She is currently wearing what looks like a tinker's outfit. With leather apron and a bunch of basically protective equipment. And she's putting up a pair of goggles on her head. Well, what can I do for you?
You wanted something.
We are looking for, well, stuff.
Well, I guess you have come to the right place then. This is my magic shop, the Emerald Tome. I hope you will find what you're seeking.
Yes. And I just wanted to ask you about this. And as I say, I take up my sword and put it on the counter. Kill some fiendish thing with it. And now, well, street.
Very specific.
She looks at it.
What do you want?
Well, this looks familiar. To a blade that should have been broken long ago. But it can't be the same, can it?
That is a good question.
Well, probably not. I got it for being a paladin.
Well, then you should be fine. But this is very close to a blade carried by the Mad Queen, servant of Dalistun. God of madness.
I'm okay.
Drink so fine, all right, damn right. Nice bounce up, throwing on down, rock this pride will come down. Got the tailgate on the truck. Get on the side on moonlight, goes up. Dire wolf, dire wolf. Forks. Didn't use anything from follows. Maybe city. No. No mosquitoes. No. Ah, there. No. Wait, what the hell? Then put. Did I seriously lose papers without money? You're having taken a long rest because it took you a while.
Meaning,
Or actually, no, wait, no,
my
no,
spells.
not yet.
Okay.
But on the way to the guardhouse, in order to get out your money,
Yes.
you hear a town crier going.
Is he crying anything?
Attack from the blooded The blooded tusk attacks again! Attack on the necropolis!
Oh well. We have
We
somewhere
still
to
want
go.
to rest. Like, I can't use it.
Attack is warded off by paladins! He's kind of walking by you.
Yeah.
Ding,
It's basically just news.
Yeah, he's the town crier. He goes around shouting out news.
Wait, was that
Oh.
what happened when we fought them?
You could ask him. It's a related accent.
Because, like, if it's happened again?
Yeah, like you can go up and ask him.
Okay.
Attack on the necropolis!
Again?
Yeah, do you go up and like he's just shouting out it, like he's repeating
People
it.
are trying to
If
sleep.
it's happened again or if it's
Oh,
talking about the omen.
Hello there, what's the matter?
What even drow
Has it
adventurers
happened
do
again,
during the
or-
day?
Again,
Sleep.
Oh, do you mean the?
Attack.
This is-
Oh yeah, it happened this morning as well. I should remember that. I should shout that out as well. Thank you. Yeah,
Who is attacking?
since it's a blooded tusk. There's a terror group in the town.
Power group.
Yeah, they have been attacking ever since the new priestess came into power.
Oh, that's okay.
They're a group of orcs that, orc breeds that don't quite agree with the new priestess and her bloodline. They're very against it. Yeah, they attacked the necropolis recently, but thankfully the paladins, they drove them away.
Death paladins.
Yeah, those magic users, fantastic. Wish one could learn that. Guess one could go to the college nearby, but
So they have a magic college.
Ain't got the money.
magic college.
Become a paladin. All you need is auto.
I think I'm a bit too old to learn that.
Grayish, like darkish, like.
But yeah,
Wasn't there something?
yeah, been driven off, but starting to get worrying. I don't expect it to be long until they set up a price on Leo's head. I could find that bloody bastard. Anyway, I've got to continue. And he continues worrying. Attack on the necropolis! Blooded tusk attacks again!
I think we have a job.
Somewhere.
Maybe we should go and rest first
Night
so I
guard
can
was
properly use my moonbeam.
Or maybe we should go claim our money.
Yeah,
Yes.
well,
And then rest, and then kill.
Yeah.
Then rest, and
Money,
then kill.
rest, kill.
Money, rest, kill, repeat.
Money, rest,
That's basically the adventure life.
kill, money, rest, repeat.
So,
I need some rest.
yeah, you head to-
My, spells back.
you head to the guardhouse, and the man with the little extensions from the top of his head, and you, Cloak, at this point, like, after the last time, you have, like, had the thought bubbling around for a bit, and you realize that, he has only blood in him, which isn't too uncommon as you're moving eastwards.
Maybe you should not go east.
Maybe you should. There's
Only
moves.
been heading east, boy. But yeah. Hey, I see you have returned. I presume you also have a bunch of goblin ears with you.
Yeah.
Like you cut off a few, to prove
Wait,
eradication.
Yeah, I have a few.
Yeah, but yours are the trophy ones.
Purposes.
Yes, we quite eradicated all of the.
Well, that's
Yeah.
enjoyable to see.
They are
and
extremely
incinerated
dead.
and killed. I don't say that, by the way.
They are dead.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all dead.
Just
Yes, my party is
Yeah.
trying to
Who
empower.
here is hurt, by the way?
I am hurt.
How-
I'm hurt.
how much?
Yeah, I'm hurt.
Oh, 10 HP.
I have 20.
Yeah, it's
And
like
of course I
Nine.
okay.
I can't
Oh.
a little bit more. No, I
So-
don't think I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
He
I
takes
Minus 10.
he takes out a chest of
Yeah, that's true.
which sounds like there's a lot of money in here. And then he takes up another little chest, which you hear as he puts up. He then opens the big one, and it's 600, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He takes out 6 bags of gold coins, each marked with 100 on them.
So, I get 120 each.
Yeah, when you split the difference. He then opens the other chest, and you see a bunch of small bottles, like tiny vial things. And he hands them out to each of you that are hurt. You have got a minor health potion.
I recommend drinking that.
Yeah, like, you could keep it, or you could drink it right now.
Because, I mean, if we're gonna rest,
Yeah,
it should
like-
be
Yeah.
a minor.
I
Minor health potion.
I put it like it myself. Short rest will help me.
Huh?
A book, I mean, like a book I've been writing on. This is working.
Yeah.
Doesn't heal.
I have
It heals-
11.
Minor injuries.
Yeah,
It has
like
1d4.
1d4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that much, so I'd rather sleep it off.
Yeah, but you know. It's,
I have 2
it's good to
potions of
have.
healing.
Yes.
Rank above.
Yeah. I'll have to check
Only
out.
one not injured.
Oh, then I should remove all the stuff I
Twice the
want.
potions of healing you lose. Only one not injured. Keeps them in inventory.
Just in case. But yeah, like, you're the one who's least likely to actually get hit by shit, so...
Also, when I get hit by shit, it hits me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it backs up on
Like, this guy is most likely to get attacked by shit. His AC is literally
sure.
10 higher than mine.
I don't know where I would find...
It's 50% harder to hit me than him.
I don't know where I would find the stats for the potions of healing. That's a bit of a other part.
So minor
Do you have it on
potion
your
of
GM screen somewhere?
No, I don't think so. Oh, like, that's annoying, but oh well. Oh wait, no, that's traps.
Wait, what?
That wasn't healing, that was how much damage they dealt. Shit. Let's give you the healing item, a light blow, rudimentary trap, burn. 1d6 damage.
Best healing.
Your healing potion springs a ear trap on you?
Just a healing potion which you have to drink very
It's
carefully.
actually a poison that
You drink
hits exactly like drinking
You drink
poison.
the healing potion,
Then you drink
a
it
beer
and
trap
you
pops
die.
out of a bottle, and it lands on your head.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that one time I stepped in a beer
after,
trap.
do you do anything else in the place? He kind of stands there, clips together.
What's the
Money,
what
money,
was
money,
the other one?
That's a healing potion.
Yeah, the money.
And then,
So we're getting the money.
yeah, you're getting, you have got one.
So, you have an orc problem?
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, they attacked again. I heard the town crier passed by a way to go. Yeah, the blooded tusk.
That guy's faster than us.
He had walked that way. He had come from.
Yeah, but that's the feeling. He's faster than us. He's a monk.
Actually, as a monk, he just runs to the place where most people were there.
Well, we might be able to help with your
Wow.
problem.
But have we rested?
No, no, you're
but
going
we can,
to.
like,
Well,
get the
Tomorrow.
details. Yeah, right.
well, we do have a lead on them.
Yeah, well, we can't promise we're like just...
Yeah, no worries. But the more hands I have on this, the better. And I don't want to waste my men. No offense.
So it's going to waste us.
No offense.
We're
But-
adventurers.
And no offense to them, but some of them are a bit green. We have recently gotten new recruits. Most of our veterans recently went into, retirement. And they just aid whenever they want to.
Right.
So,
you
getting some extra help would be nice. And I do got a lead. Most of the spies are still in about, late mid of where they're working. We do have a place in the shantytown where we think they have a base of operation.
You know shady stuff.
This tiny little house, and you recognize this from when you were younger. You used to, the more he describes, you recognize that it was a old abandoned tavern which had been left, or a house structure like a farmhouse. They had, it had been purpose for a lot of things, rebuilt, reconstructed.
Tavern seems like a place folks would be.
And you had been playing around there when you were younger. Some of your education took place there because there was a lot of doors.
Education.
So you would know that the last time you checked, this house had 5 rooms.
Last time I checked.
You have been away. You have been away for a while.
But that's also an abandoned building. Changing amount of rooms. Why do you worry?
It's abandoned, then it's bought, then it's sold, and
Yeah.
put
Why
up
don't
rock.
we just like torch it?
Yeah.
Who
I
was the
think
one
we
who
should
sold
go
it
and
after it
rest.
was
Will
abandoned?
we
Yeah.
do
They
anything?
were
Yeah.
smart.
So we don't
No worries.
get rolled
Uh-huh.
away.
So yeah, you
Do we
head
get
back
paid
to.
for them?
Huh?
Just in case we
Yeah,
solve
he
your
does.
Problem.
Well,
120 each.
No, I mean. For the
if you do find it, I could offer a nice. That's not good enough.
And how did you mentioned that he knew what the building looked like.
Oh, it might be different.
Yeah, he also kind of describes a bit where it is. I could give you a 780 gold for it.
With
That's
780.
tossing a bit out of my own pocket, mind you.
Yeah, right? Huh? 780 say Money, 800. money. No.
Money, get the money. Wow, that actually rhymed really well. Money, get the money.
Yeah. Accepted.
Because it's money 2 times.
It's up to share.
Or twice. Whatever you want.
Let's actually make that a 80.
Wait, how would you
So-
split that
800.
between 5 people?
880. Let's call it 880.
Uh-huh.
You can always divide it by 5.
Yeah, let's just go rest.
Yeah, you guys head back to.
Elon's mom.
Elon's mom has got it going on. Oh my! I suddenly imagine Dorian seducing Elon's mom.
Yes.
No.
It's a
Yeah,
fantastic-
you don't. That's a bad idea.
Standard.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with his dad.
She's married to an assassin.
Yeah.
But yeah, you head to. Does anyone follow him?
Yes, we will follow little Elon to
No,
his house.
I mean when he kind of takes a diversion.
No, I'm going to the best food ever. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
So you two, you guys are forming a little plot here.
Seriously, the paladin doesn't follow the suspicious-looking individual who sneaks off.
You head to the shantytown, and you actually pass by the place, and you come to the left-handed dagger. And usual procedure: you come down, hand in the head, I presume.
The trophies first.
Yeah, the trophies.
Nice job, man.
And then it's
Come on.
taking from the bag. And I suppose this will come to shock as to you is the head
Yeah.
of a goblin.
The head of the goblin shaman.
yes.
He takes up the note. It's like,
Is it real?
yeah, that matches.
Also,
Just
And-
taking the
yeah.
headdress as a trophy.
Okay, he hangs it up on the wall. Write that up as one of your trophies. The Goblin Shaman headdress. And with that, you earn your payment for that.
I'd
okay,
like
and
to
I
give
can
her
mount the
20
bag back.
Yeah, and I also hand you 20 gold.
It's my
Oh.
bag.
My debt is repaid.
Thank you.
Bribes are
Now give me the bag.
Thank you.
Give me the bag. It's my
Yeah, I want to give her the bag so no
Oh.
one puts a head in his
I
head.
am Paladin, give me the bag.
I'm gonna have to measure that tent later, by the way, so we know exactly how much space you guys have. Because it's as big as those tents.
As big as those.
Okay.
The tents.
Did I get
The
the bag
temple.
back?
Yeah, you got the bag back. The bag of containment is now yours.
And I'm gonna give well.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yeah, where you're. We'll just consider you have it, because what do you guys do? Do you guys do anything on the way back, or yeah?
Was that the only thing was in there? Is the head? No, it's something else, wasn't it?
No,
It was quite a. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we just sold basically everything. You have like.
There was lots of stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, you guys got a lot of shit
Yeah,
on
that's
it.
what I mean. Yeah, so it's sold.
I would also like to give the lost 30 gold of that payment to my mother.
Aww.
You see, we've been pretty much freeloading thus far.
You hand it up. Oh, Elon, is this from one of your jobs? Oh, you wonderful little thing. She kind of like slaps you a little bit on the cheek and runs off. She then proceeds to go to a little like lockbox, where she takes a hairpin out of her hair,
This is where I
bends it quickly through the lock, opens the lock, and puts in the bag.
She lockpicks her own lock.
No, wait, there's no
Click.
lock for it, no key for it.
Yeah, she has no key for this lock.
Just lock.
She lockpicks it every time.
You can't force the key.
That's actually a pretty smart.
Yeah. She lockpicks her safe every time.
Huh.
Oh.
Right.
Welcome to how a assassin and a thief hangs out.
Oh, your mom's a thief. That's cute.
She used to be.
That's why
That's
she's so
gonna raise a
fast.
lot of questions to anyone who watches it.
Nice combo.
Turns out that
Yeah, I mean-
one
You like
piece
to just
lock
rest now.
Yeah.
in a matter of seconds.
You get comfortable and long rest complete. All spell slots are regained. Abilities that are one times used, for example, your second wind, are restored. All hit points are back to maximum.
And all slots expended are gone.
Yeah, your
Are back.
expended are gone.
So I got 23 there again.
Yeah.
I have my dodge
Back to
17
full.
points.
I really should get an eraser for my set.
Wait, isn't your pen that only can erase its thing? Was something there's something written on her spell sheet with that.
Wait, oh, I just realized.
Your spells.
The only way for bandits to hit me now is if they roll a natural 20.
Erasable.
Or if they roll a 19.
Yeah.
They could
Otherwise it
hit me.
Yeah, if you get a ring of protection, by the way, his armor class is gonna be the same as a Taras. If he gets a ring of protection.
So, how do you get a ringer?
Where do you think you get a
lot
ring of
of
protection?
money.
A lot of money.
Where do you think you would get a ring of protection?
At the enchantress.
Or at the lair of a lich that proceeds to kill you.
That then proceeds to slowly kill you.
For like 50,000 gold pieces. Yes.
I'm checking up how much that would be worth.
Or I could actually.
Because that's just hilarious.
I have something to ask you.
Hmm?
The Dagger of the
I
Evoker,
used to
is
have
that
ring of
bound
protection
to some
too,
a
right?
person for some reason?
No.
Yes, I have a ring of
It's not a
protection
bound
too.
magic item.
Wait, what armor do I have? I have a split mail. Ah,
I have leather armor.
Did I have?
Why don't you like leather armor?
Maybe we should go to bed.
Song
We're
of
coming out.
Rest. What's
wait,
up?
do you add
Huh?
stuff? to naturally?
When you take a short rest, you could play it, and I think it is you restore extra
Because
health
my,
to your party.
just my normal armor plus my shield
Can I do
should
that
be
here?
24.
You don't need to. It's a long
Yeah, yeah,
rest.
Everyone is already
What is
it?
rested.
You mean without your shield?
Yeah, and it's a long rest.
No,
So
if I have my
you'll
shield,
find
I'm-
rare. It's considered rare. I mean, a ring of protection has the price range of 501 to 5,000.
Oh,
What did you say?
501 to 5,000
well,
is the
I'm not
price
helping
range
you.
of the ring of protection.
Oh.
It's considered rare.
That's the price range for rare items.
Yeah,
When it's a
man.
ring of protection, something so.
It adds
brand
one.
new.
It adds one armor class.
Oh,
Only one?
Yeah.
Thing is, where if you technically
Well,
got
it's a
multiple of
ring.
them,
Yeah.
It's where's
pretty
ring of
impressive
protection
that
on
it
every
has one
finger?
armor class. Like, just something just hitting the ring
Yeah.
and
I
it's like, oh,
am
yeah, let me get one.
immortal. This is
Yeah.
assassin and not a thief.
So do you creak up the door?
No,
I mean,
Like,
now
do you just peek in? Just peek in.
yeah.
Okay.
All of us,
Peek
like
in.
one eye.
You see 5
Ding,
orcs
ding, 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 ding.
in this room. They seem to be turned away, like they're talking in a little group. Not seem
How
to.
big is the group?
I
Just 5.
shut the door so it looks
No, I mean,
like
I
it was
have to-
originally.
They're fairly close to each other. I don't
I
understand.
shut the door so it looks like it was originally and told others about this.
Okay, you all know this.
I mean, what we can do,
Lure
if
them
we
out.
two rush in, you could probably sneak in behind us or something. Should we
Say
do that?
something in Orcish.
Yes. A total frontal
them
attack.
out.
Yeah, I mean, we could go with like.
Sorry,
just
what was it?
Like,
Say
a few people
something
just
in
trying to rush in
Orcish and
distract
draw them
then-
out.
Yeah.
It's like, what was that? Your mother?
Your mother.
Elderberry? No. Elder.
Your mother was a hamster, and your mother.
Yeah.
Father!
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Elderberries.
Elderberry.
How is that an insult?
Oh,
It's
tell that
a
to the
Fre-
French people in
Tell
the
that to
fort
the
and
French.
English soil.
Well, but that would have been advantage to go
And your
out,
mother
or-
smells like elderberries.
Also, don't you tell them that they will start throwing chickens and pigs at you and
And
cows.
cows.
Also, don't use a rope.
Holy
Trojan-
shit!
Don't use a
Yes.
Trojan chicken.
what are we
thing.
doing?
What they use? Was it?
Well, in
Bunny.
the other room
Yeah,
is all
Trojan
the other
bunny.
orcs, I suppose.
But yeah, do you
Yeah,
wanna?
You see, it's Trojan bunny out
So,
Yeah,
I
there.
you guys
mean,
wanna
you're
do
gonna have to kill them sort of softly.
Softly.
I have to kill them softly. I kill them softly with rapiers.
I mean, we could lock the door.
Without a lot of noise.
Mind you, Moonbeam lasts for a minute.
I was asking how big that thunder was.
Oh.
I mean,
Shake
it
the
big
spell.
enough
Shake the
to-
spell.
Is it big enough to like?
wait, can I see the map?
From-
I've erased the map.
Then? Because there's only one door that leads out
How
from
many
the first room,
did
right?
it kill the last
There's 2
time?
ghosts.
There's like 4 people. Sorry, 4 orcs. What-
Goblins.
Orcs. Oh, no, it's
Uh,
15 foot
goblins.
cube.
Cool,
that kills me
Is that big enough
Huh?
to cover all the
What?
orcs?
What did you say? A
15 foot cube.
15 foot in radius?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely do them all.
I mean, we
but
could
it's
lock
Leave
the
the
not-
door.
room. And you,
Yeah,
Yeah.
in
but
the
it's
room, 'cause then I
definitely-
figured-
it's definitely
I mean, I could,
noisy though.
Yeah, 'cause
Yes.
I figured I could just like fog cloud and just we could jump in. and
You
do
could
it.
also, like, the most silent people here are these 3.
Yes, I'm
You're
not
an
that
assassin.
silent.
You're an assassin. I mean, maybe you could figure something out.
Yeah, 'cause
I'll
I feel
toss
like
you
would
in
it
like
be
that.
possible
I
to-
need another D8.
Without one of them
What?
noticing.
Would it be possible to like just say?
I mean,
fog
we
cloud
could
and then
lock
go in
the
and
door.
somehow-
They obviously have
Yeah,
ways
that
to
sounds
unlock
good.
it.
Well, I mean, if we board up, is there any way we could board up, like,
They're orcs. They would break the boards.
okay.
Yeah,
Should we
I
just
think
rush in and murder them?
I feel like maybe I could.
Not sure that would be a good
I feel like
I
idea.
think we're overthinking the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think maybe I could just fog
What-
cloud and
what's
we could
it?
go and just.
Do you have a good idea?
Yeah, kill them.
No shit.
As quickly as possible.
Because fog cloud.
Right.
That like that's.
Yeah, why not?
Let me just quickly
For once, the fighter is right.
For once.
Half the party's indecisive, half the party's genocidal, and I'm here in the middle.
Well,
Remind-
Just I.
but if you
If I use fog cloud, would that like help or make sense?
They will not suddenly notice something's wrong and start shouting.
Are you guys charging in?
Are we?
Because I feel like I could just
Do
fog
we-
cloud and then.
do we want to
brush
discuss
myself.
You're getting a
We want
surprise
to,
round if you're charging in
I
now.
don't know, I think we should... what
Soon
we-
enough it will be a stealth check.
well, maybe you should go. Who are the ones who can kill more sort of?
I am not good at stealth, I have a -1.
And the thing is,
Still
kill one of
overrated.
the thing is,
Just
kill
go
one
in
of-
and kill
I
them.
can't kill 5 of them in 2 turns.
So I go in and distract
But
them.
you,
Okay,
Yeah.
roll initiative, everyone!
Maybe you two could go in and distract them when we retreat.
Everyone, roll initiative!
Okay, go in.
I don't have
I will just
But I can
rush
fool
into
it.
the door.
I will
She needs a dice. There, I think the green ones are behind you.
Okay, let's just smack open the door. Get behind me. I have a shield.
18. Wow.
Boom.
That is
Nice.
Plus 1.
your dexterity.
Plus my dexterity. Oh, good.
So 19.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you also roll?
What?
Everyone rolling.
No plus
Very good.
initiative then.
16.
Yeah, plus initiative.
Okay, so 20. She
Pl-
got 20.
initiative is your dexterity.
But there's like 2.
Yes, errors are made.
Your dexterity is your initiative.
Aha, you
She has plus 2 initiative, but 1.
That's
Then it's
an
the one.
error.
taking over
Then
my
it's the
roll.
what?
Plus 1 to the roll.
Okay, so 19.
I managed to mess up my initiative with 1.
Yes, I got a 10.
Okay.
And you have minus 1
so-
initiative.
What do I have?
20 to 25.
Okay,
Okay. 15 to 20.
16.
16.
19.
Oh,
You
God.
to 19.
I'm on the
Oh,
third
boy.
most homicidal character in the party.
sure, but I think
Well, not homicidal, genocidal.
that's
You slaughter everyone equally.
Yes.
And
Except for
then
elves.
I got a
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
10.
6.
You're racist.
Yes, she's racist, but she's racist to everyone.
15 to 10.
I
15.
got 10.
It's better than
Roll off. Contested roll.
Oh. I rolled a natural 20.
Damn.
And now I roll a natural 20. So the orcs got a 10 initiative.
Yeah.
Good job for them. But yet they failed.
But yet they
And
failed.
Gerwald
Yet they failed.
prevailed.
So, for top of the round is you two.
Didn't I get a 20?
Yeah,
Only
but
contested
that is
save.
contested roll.
That's not a good idea, is it, to be the first?
Yeah, you can you can hold your action if you want.
Like,
I think I'd rather do
Because I
that.
kind of want to like just cast Fog Cloud and then try and do whatever everyone immediately. But I don't know if that's going to work.
Then I can't see anything.
Yeah.
When I run inside.
Yeah, and then they can't see anything either.
Well, actually, we have dog vision. That helps.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Damn it.
then what do you mean we have
You can
not
hold an
received?
action.
Well, I'll use
Yes,
my
me too.
crossbow then. It's 1d10.
Yeah.
I want to use
Oh, yeah, you
flame,
too.
and like if
I
anyone
don't.
notices, I'll
Oh.
just throw it on them.
Okay. So you.
I use my crossbow.
Yeah, roll an attack.
No, we're not either.
3
Oof.
plus something else.
Plus 1, plus 2.
Yeah.
Ah, that misses. So you kind
So
of
now I'm walking everyone up.
you raise up your crossbow like, "Ah!" and it hits the wall next to one of the orcs. Turn around, but
Good idea.
Cloak and Darian, you two are up next.
Russian and kill everyone.
Well,
They are surprised.
I will indeed go in.
Are they
Say,
turned around
let's just
now?
say run up, stab one, and let's
Just a
go
note,
for it.
two of them look very hardy, and then there's two that kind of descend the ladder, and then there's one that looks like the scrawny one of this group.
Take the one that is closest.
I'd suggest
21.
both killing the scrawny one and the tougher ones. A
Yeah.
half-orc ain't scrawny for no reason. He's gonna be a fucking wizard. But I'm gonna stab one of the harder ones in the eyes.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Ouch. Oh, you have the dagger of bleeding.
Yeah, what daggers are you using?
Normal dagger and dagger of bleeding.
What does that mean, dagger bleeding?
The
It costs
dagger of the
blood
bleeder,
bleeding.
it causes bleeding damage to them.
So let's see here, that
Okay.
is
What's
a
the difference?
15 to hit.
15?
Yeah.
That hits. Roll damage.
Let's see here. If you give me your D4.
What? Oh,
It is
you
a
want my
D4.
D4? Okay.
Oh boy.
Ah, damn, that is a low roll. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, critical hit also. So, that is a 6, 12, what's that? That's a 15.
Ooh.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
So, with a mighty little, like, no, not even that. You're just running up through this room, jump up right in front of the one. He's kind of looking toward, relatively towards the door. He's like, "Ugh." shoves away one of his friends as he sees this little halfling fly towards him, and that's the last thing he ever sees because his eyes are shoved in with the knives.
I'd like to stop.
They're all stealth! You gotta twist the dagger of the...
Natural 20.
You just disappear into the roof. You gave a last little twist of the dagger of the bleeder, and with that momentum, pulling it out, you toss yourself into the roof and hang by your legs from the roof. Kind of like a freaking bat. With the daggers in your hands. Jesus Christ! But the guy screams, but he holds for his eyes. He's still kicking. Barely. I can't say he has a glint in his eye, really. Darling, what do you do while this is happening?
I attack the one closest to me.
With the other hardy guy. You make an attack roll.
Yeah, I had 21.
21 to hit. Certainly hits. Roll damage for your first attack with a blade.
I do it with both at the same
Okay.
Oh, sucks. That is a 10.
Let me actually add also. But that is really good still. You just run up to him and take your swords, pull your swords out, and then cut him twice across the chest, leaving 2 gash marks as he. You hear.
Showed something really insulting in Orcish.
Make a charisma check. Make a charisma check.
My charisma is like minus.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
like
I
the
died.
highest damage I can
14.
14. That's 13.
It's gonna make a saving throw.
And that's 43 damage.
You hear him shout, "What?"
Guys.
You hear him shout, "What?" And then I want you to roll a d4 real quick.
Oh. Psychic damage.
He rolled a 2 on that save.
1. Oh well.
Ooh.
Better than
He
nothing.
feels heavily insulted.
It feels pretty insulted. I'm like, "Oh."
Like to rage.
I'll rage.
You should use fish mockery.
That brings us to the end of your turn. That brings us to Gerwald. What do you want to do?
I just rush in, attack the one closest.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Wait, I
The one she is fighting, or another one that's
another
closest?
one.
Another one.
Okay.
And activate
Another
Zero
one.
Smite right before I attack him.
Okay, again, the blade activates. The black swirls, slowly increasing.
What is that?
You can earn
The amount of black flames slowly increasing.
Oh.
Yeah, this is
And that act.
this.
Does anyone else notice that?
Yeah, I mean, you would probably notice it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Let me see, +6, so that's a
Don't
17
worry
to
about
hit.
why I collect information about party members.
So, what did you say?
A 17 to hit.
That's certainly hits.
And 8 plus, let me see. That's a 10, so 14 damage.
With that, a mighty swing with your blade as fire crosses over the body. You see how your blade goes through the head, slices through the entire head, goes into the shoulder, and sinks about here, the arm flopping out of place
And he is
as he
hurt.
falls to the ground.
Is he dead?
He is dead.
Wow.
So, which one did he kill?
He killed the middle one on the scrawny list.
So did I kill a scrawny one?
The one that's just not scrawny. Just about. That brings us to the orc, and
So the normal ones have like...
well,
Well, it's surprise round.
oh yeah, you cast produce flame on the one that she attacked, so he is currently on fire. At the start of his round, though he don't get the turn. Yeah, but he is going to take some damage from that fire.
Yeah.
And I get to do my bleeding damage.
Oh yeah.
So what dice are we doing now?
The dagger of the bleeder, that's 1d4.
Yeah, and that's one.
And they don't have anything, so that's 1.
Take 1d8 fire.
1 damage, that's still good. You see how he grabs for his eyes, it's bleeding profusely currently.
Should be dead by his
It
next
says that
turn.
you can, when you cast a spell as an action on a later time, you can hurl a flameless creature within 30 feet of you. Make it
The
really
Diamond
spell
Leader could
Oh yeah,
kill
make an attack roll
in
actually.
approximately 225 turns. I ran
4.
last time.
Shit.
You could just run away from the
That's
rest
plus
of
your
the
spell
rest of
attack
the
modifier.
This round is about twice as fast as me.
10.
Just misses. Flies
Well, that means
wide.
everything's gonna burn up.
Flies wide, hits the wall, and it just leaves a singeing mark. It's not enough to catch fire to the sturdy wood.
Goodness.
More
That would have been bad.
water-filled moldy. wood.
Nah, it's like solid wood as well. It's hardy. The princess to the end of their turn. They've taken their bleed damage. They've taken their daily bleed. The princess to the top of her order with Tia and Badger.
Recommended to you by your local barber shop.
I want to try and do the same thing. I'm
Actually,
gonna
the
like
workings of
attack
my
and
barber
then
shops are
do
white
like
and
ready
white.
thing.
Produce flame on which one? The one that you tried to attack before, the one that's bleeding, or the scrawny one, the one
I
completely?
think I could just like shoot this in the middle somewhere where it can burn.
Like, the thing is, it won't do much.
It won't,
It's
I'll
not
just
a
do it
fireball
on the one
spell.
that's most likely to catch fire.
Okay, make an attack roll.
most likely to catch fire.
1.
13.
Okay.
13, that just hits.
Ooh.
Yay, roll damage, so that's 1d4.
No, it's 28.
Okay, 1d8. Neat.
5.
5 points of damage. Nice. So, with a you throw it at the scrawny one, and you hit about here where he has a long cape-like thing. It's currently burning over his face. Yeah, ow, badger.
So how is he doing
Maybe you
there?
could do like.
He's currently burning from his left
Vicious
shoulder.
mockery?
Yeah, I mean, you could use that.
Or my
That's a
revolution, you can
charisma saving throw
Yeah.
with vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Sorry.
You can't miss.
Yeah, do that. Okay.
Okay, who do you do that at? The guy on fire, the guy who's bleeding.
Well, he's probably
Other guy on fire.
occupied.
There's one guy that hasn't been hit.
Yeah, the.
Yeah, I'm planning to fix that problem.
Yeah, let's fix that.
But what am I supposed to do that for? I don't know. What's the purpose with it?
Vicious mockery, basically you give them an insult and they have to make a charisma saving throw against your spell save
Or
DC.
or the.
Will they take
Alright,
1d4
I never
psychic
used
damage?
that, so okay.
Okay.
Insult them!
What do you
Well,
toss
the
for?
one, the one who is not
Hurt.
damn it, yeah.
How do you insult him?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just insult his mother or something.
Yeah, just insult his mother.
Your mom, as you said, your mom is a guinea pig.
Your mom is
Good
a
one.
Saving throw. Jesus, what's your
That's a
spell,
good
Daisy? What's your save?
Calling a Halford's mother a guinea pig.
That's a fail. Roll damage.
Your
Roll
mother
damage
is a
plus your
But
spell
your father.
plus your spell attack
And
modifier.
that's 6.
Ciao.
It's just the same as me. She needs it.
So that's, let's see.
Right.
Well,
No,
1d4.
Throw it.
I have done that.
No, that's a
Just
one.
jumps back. That's it. It
Your
was
mother
three,
is
it was
a
3
hamster.
before.
Oh,
And
it's
your
3
father-
before, then you could.
7.
So 3 and what is it more?
So 9.
Oh,
9.
Oh.
9 points of damage. Nice. With that, you see how he is.
Wait, did that...
He has like tossed it at him, and he's like.
What?
He looks very distressed. Like
My
it kind of
mother
looks like someone figured out this deep secret.
Your mother's a hamster? Yes! What?
Your mother is a guinea pig.
I was quoting.
Oh my god!
Your
But actually, that's what actually
mother's
was.
a hamster.
That brings us to the end of
Well,
your.
Some elderberries.
That brings us to the end of their turn. That brings us to Cloak and Dorian.
Technically,
Which one was
could
healthiest?
actually be a guinea pig.
That would be either the one that's currently on fire or the guy that she attacked.
I mean, his mother could be a guinea pig.
Well, you
They're
don't know.
orcs. Orcs can reproduce with anything.
I'm really good.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's
But
actually
it could be a
Yep.
guinea pig.
I have a 21
I'll take the one that's on fire.
Vicious mockery.
Huh?
I'll take the one that's on fire.
Okay,
Let's use drop down on him.
make an attack roll.
This is probably gonna hit. That's a 16 on the first roll. And that's a 16 plus 3 plus 2. That's a 21 to hit.
That certainly hits. Roll damage.
Critical hit with 10. That's 20.
It's a
23.
wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, they still failed.
That's 23 damage.
23 damage.
And
Jesus.
I would like to hide again.
Crawling with your feet across. Make the stealth check.
That is a... With the stealth modifier, that's a 23.
Yeah, that certainly works. You kind of step with your feet along the board that you're on, drop down onto the guy, stab him in both sides of the head, then knock back with the blades, giving you enough leverage to get back up in the ceiling. Freaking Batman over here. And you see how the guy that you shot with fire
Batman.
falls onto the ground. He's dead.
Also, the one that I got hurt by the vicious mockery, the disadvantage on
So
the
what do
next
you
attack
do?
roll makes
I'm assuming you want to finish your one.
Okay, so Dorian, there are currently. Oh wait, Timus, no,
That's on
yeah,
8th turn.
yeah. So you make.
21. Yes, I hit. Right.
Yeah, the first one is hit. We'll make 2 rolls because there's 2 that aren't bleeding, and you probably want to get a shot at both.
Plus 4. That's 6 damage.
Oof, that kills him. You swing at the first one,
Oh,
cut him across. It falls down. He's dead. Second one.
plus 6. That's 14.
That hits. Roll damage.
Some plus
We
4.
could
That's
kill these
11.
guys without.
So
every
Dorian
second
just
turn.
comes forwards in the room, cuts one down, and then just immediately moves on to the next. Both fall dead.
Ha!
That brings us to Garwald. There's one guy left, and that's the guy that's bleeding from his eyes. Yeah, make an attack roll.
Yeah, and I get my, let me see, 1d20.
You're doing him a mercy.
So I thought, let me see, 13 plus 6, 19 to hit.
That hits.
And then 5 plus 4, 9 damage.
That kills him.
We killed them without them getting a turn.
Yep, they're
Wow.
all dead.
Excuse me, but didn't also mention a lot being further in?
Yeah.
You're,
We were the
you're
silent.
I'm just wondering, did we make any sound?
Huh?
Did we make like a loud
Yeah, they made a bit of sound, but
I started
Yeah,
eating the looting.
fine. You can just look down.
I'm not sure you'll get time for that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying as fast as possible.
Haven't the others heard? I mean, we
It's like
haven't
speed
been
looting.
Hopefully we can surprise.
Yeah, well, we killed them within like 12
My new proficiency
so-
speed looting.
Yeah.
Get that as a feat.
I can
Speed
disguise
looting.
myself.
You can loot a corpse.
Are we
As a
moving
bonus
on?
action, you can loot the corpse of an enemy you killed mid-combat.
Let's see here. So in this room, what you're noticing now is that in the east of the room, there's a heavy wooden door.
Did nobody?
And then there's a door to the north. You seem to, from the door to the east, there seems to be a lot of sound of people. From the north, not so.
Can I take Ozzy again?
There's no openings for us, I'm afraid.
Maybe you can just like open the slide.
Which door goes
and
to
then
which
just
room, if we know?
So maybe we can do it.
Well,
So like the
Can I
east.
go disguise self? Is that
yeah, you could use that. You could
go
just,
in and sort of
You could-
disguise myself as an orc?
yeah, you could do that.
Mini orc.
Go in the middle there.
You can make yourself a normal orc
One
even.
problem with this,
It's just a normal.
you don't speak Orcish.
No, I don't.
You don't speak Orc. There's one problem with this.
Well, maybe I could be a mutant.
You can talk common. Most people understand common, even orcs.
Okay. Yeah, I can do
Even Orcs speak common.
And then when you're in the middle, you can activate your lightning ability.
You just
that.
Then everyone dies.
Which one is that?
Thunderous way. This is about to get bad. That brings us to the end of their turn. It brings us to Dorian,
I
though.
get back.
Okay, make an attack roll. First blade.
That's 14. That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You swing your first blade. It hits one of those plates.
Boing.
Yeah. Despite the sharpness of the blade, doesn't quite go through that. Make your second attack. Oh. Again, this time when you strike, he just holds his arm in front. It's against the plate on his forearm. Ow, shit. That brings us to the end of your turn. That brings us to Badger.
Badger, okay. Well. Could I use this thunder wave on the others in that room?
Okay, so you just... Yeah, you basically have to jump in and then just release it. Can someone check if there's water in that fridge? I would like to hydrate a bit. Yay! Give me that beer glass, man.
I would like to hydrate a bit.
Give me the beer glass. I'm a thirsty flower and I can only be...
Sounds like something he would say.
Moisturizer, that's from Dr. Who.
Because how many people in the room now? It's like
Moisturizer.
There's a total... I mean, there's one that is dead. This guy, one guy.
I can't hear shit right now. What are you talking
So
about?
there's 6. There's 6.
Moisturizer.
in the room.
One of the first ones, like episode 5.
Which one?
If you take a look in, you could see that there's 2. Oh wait, no, there would be 3 that's pushing forward.
In the room that we are.
Yeah, 3 of those big guys pushing forward. One is still though in the back room with 2 guys behind him.
Okay.
Could
I use that thunder wave?
You could try and like slide in and do it from
I
behind.
get hit a lot, and I don't want to die.
Okay, make so that make an acrobatics check. Why don't you make an acrobatics check? I think you're proficient.
Yeah.
Are you proficient in acrobatics?
No?
Kill.
9.
Kill was good.
Plus
Yeah,
1?
we watched it yesterday, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that.
It's weird? Yes.
So it
Good?
was an 8.
Yes.
You're gonna trigger a attack of opportunity for one of the orcs, which is gonna be a 10 to hit.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used
Yeah,
to
he
it.
swings his axe down and it just misses you as you're like, oh, okay. You run back and release the thunder wave, and that means they make saving throws, right? They make saving throws, right? I think it's Constitution saves for them.
Imagine you have like a whole one of those ball just with dice.
I would love to hop into like a dice bath.
Yes.
Would be awesome. Huh? Okay, Constitution save. Against your save, which is 20.
Pointless roll.
Alright, what?
Pointless roll.
So, like, what's your save? What's your save DC? 14?
Yeah.
14 to beat.
Isn't your
Eight.
ABC 10? Or is it 10 or 8 plus the proficient in
I think it's 8.
Yeah, then it's 14.
Okay, both of those guys make it. That guy.
14 and 16 is what I think.
That guy makes it. They are also kind of in the radius. That guy fails. But that guy makes it. Okay, one of them takes full damage. Yeah. But you get 5 in one.
Another one.
Okay.
Well, actually, you will probably get 2 of those as well. Okay. Right.
Which one is the new? This one.
So, 18.
18.
18 points of damage.
Yep.
So, one of the normal looking orcs, he just gets hit by the crackling electricity and he just falls to the ground, twitching. Seems completely dead. Half that damage for me, please.
Oh my goodness.
What?
No.
So, what was the full damage?
Sorry?
What was the full damage?
Anna.
Can I see
Full
what
damage,
it is?
18.
Can I get to see
Yeah.
what it is?
That is barely enough to kill one.
17.
24, okay. And the half of that damage? Half the number?
That's a 6.
9.
No,
Yeah.
Nine,
Half
okay,
of 18
six.
is 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
What level spell was it?
6.
It can take a while to get it.
Yeah, but then I'll have moving. That's something.
Undead.
So 19.
Have disadvantage on saving throw. I'm dead.
Undead double radiant damage.
Okay, so the 3 ones with plate, one of them like twitches with one of his arms and it's like, oh shit. One of them, two of them like just twitch a bit. The other one, his head just goes, oh god damn it. He's the one that you just tried to attack. He just goes, shit. You're gonna have advantage next time you attack that guy. The 2 guys that were still behind, which hadn't come out yet, they don't seem very phased actually. And that brings us to the end of your turn. That brings us to the orcs' turn. The normal ones. You're after them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so one is gonna attack Darian.
Again?
Yeah, normal orc this
Why
time.
does nobody attack me?
What's the longsword damage?
Wait, the longsword damage is 1d8.
Okay.
Wait, am I standing next to her?
Yeah, you will be close enough.
Okay, if it does it hit her?
I mean, do you want to impose disadvantage?
Yes, I like.
Okay.
Block.
It's a natural 20. Oh.
Now I'm knocked out by the shield and the orc.
So, oh wait, no, it's disadvantage. It's disadvantage. What am I doing? So it's 14 plus it's 3, so that's a 15, 16, 17 to hit.
Oops.
It hits.
Against your DC?
Oh, and against my armor class?
Yeah, because you're hopping in the way.
Of course.
Of course not. What hits you?
Nothing.
You see how this sword just goes thrusting forwards, and then suddenly the back of a dwarven arm, as you hear.
I will never let this down. The shame.
Oh damn
I'm
it!
protecting you.
One is gonna attack you then,
Oh yes.
and that's gonna be a 13 to hit.
What happened?
13 to
Someone
hit.
Sneezed at me.
Against the back, just as you jump forth, you also kind of see how something goes for you. Turn a bit, it hits your armor.
Yeah.
Let's give it 9.
Let's see here. Then one
I
is
am
gonna attack
mortal.
Tia.
Oh, shit.
Shit, what have I done?
What?
What have I done? 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8. 8 to hit.
13.
That misses! You duck out of the way for another longsword. From the guy that's a bit hurt already. The guy that got shocked. Goodness gracious. You kinda, a bit of a shocking experience. Oh. Tia, your turn.
Oh, my turn. What's this? Wait, what's this?
Ooey ooey, what this?
What?
Nah, yes, I mean.
Just a murder.
Something. No.
There it is.
Send him camera to watch your eyes.
I just realized something I need to talk with you about. I want to know more about Oktoberfest.
I don't know
Oh,
anything about
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest. It's like people get drunk on an insane amount
Yeah.
of beer. And
They say you're the best thing in life for free. Okay, but the beer and you're on to me.
They are wearing lederhosen and dirndl.
Yeah, I lived down
And,
here.
and the beer is very expensive. Yes.
Yeah.
Better to just take a glass of wine tonight. I'm going to try wine if I get a chance. With this, we're reaching the finale.
Yeah, I like the beer down there. You can drink.
I'm coming from a land down under.
I don't like beer at all.
So that what do you do?
Beer.
I want to flame towards.
Towards the guy that attacked you?
Yeah. at his
Okay,
head.
make an attack roll.
At his house.
Hello, welcome to the action.
Yeah.
It is.
What?
Yes.
No, it's not warm.
That would explain why I'm feeling so hot. More than usual. God, I like myself.
20.
20, natural 20?
Yep.
Oh, critical hit, mate.
Oh.
Roll damage.
Hang on. You said he could get full cover by placing down a shield.
Yeah, if he deploys the shield, he gets full
A
cover.
target with total cover can't be targeted directly by an attack or a spell.
Yeah.
No
See
area
why
of effect
this-
spells can still get
See
it.
why this shield is so powerful? So there
They
was
can't
1d8,
target me.
if I'm not wrong.
You better just a team with that.
Could you fill this glass for out and this bottle?
1d8.
But oh,
1d8, roll damage.
And then it's critical.
Yeah, so double the number on the dice.
Fireball is a spell someone of us need to get at some
Yeah.
point. It's for
That's enough.
power.
That's enough to kill it. That's enough to kill it. You shoot off this flaming little bolt.
But yeah,
It-
don't do that.
Right after you duck out, you just place your hand onto his neck. It incinerates the inside of the throat. And you can just see how it lights
it?
up the throat.
careful. We don't want water
Isn't
on
it
your
a bit
book.
overkill?
I need to
Oh,
compensate
that
for
would be
him.
horrible.
You see the light emanating from inside, and a bit of coal falls out from the front as it falls to the ground.
Coal.
Yeah, you shard the inside of this guy.
Yay, now we have
You
fire.
charcoal.
Okay.
Jack-o'-lantern.
That brings us to the end of your turn. That brings us to Gorwald.
Okay, so what is the like
How
what do you
many
call
is
it?
left?
Situation?
There are two normal orcs.
Yes.
There's one in front, one of the plated ones in front of her, twitching. Two of them behind her that just got hit by her. Then you wouldn't know of the two ones that are inside the room with her.
Okay, then I'll go for the strongest one with the strongest one.
Okay, make of the normal orcs or
How
the normal orcs are the closest to you.
Okay, then I'll go for just a normal.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Okay.
How many? When I look up to fifth, I get.
That's a 12
So
plus
can
my
I like
6.
add more than
That's an
2
18.
spells?
Yeah, later. So what?
18.
That's only it. Roll damage.
Like when I get more.
Okay,
spell
that's
slots.
1d8.
Yeah.
Can I add I think I'm going for like
You're smiting it.
blazing.
You could just
Searing
smite. You
smite.
could smite it. Yeah.
I
Okay,
think
you
I'm
activate
activating
your-
my searing smite.
Activate the searing smite. Searing smite is a go.
Yes, I have one spell slot left.
Versus your spell.
What is that?
You don't know.
Cuts it
No, I
and
don't
it
have that. I
burns.
just wonder where it is. What
That's 8 damage plus 4, 12 damage. And he is currently on fire.
Ow! That's 1d6 at his turn.
Yes.
Ah,
One
so-
minute per spell level for
Yeah.
it to change a druid spell, by the way.
Okay, good to know. You stab in, so you just rush forward towards the thing. After blocking the two hits, he's kind of behind you. You just flip around your blade in your hand, and with a mighty stab, the blade started to flame just before it makes contact. You stab into the abdomen of this orc, burying it and feeling how it goes out the other side. Before you pull it back, turn around, and you see how the flames curl up. This time, solid black.
Oh shit.
As his arm gets covers.
That's not good, that's not good, that's not good.
That means
It's on my sword. It's my sword.
No, it's not completely black, but it's over halfway completely black fire.
Well, this is
That
good.
looks really
You
cool.
see how his eyes just start to boil as he curls into a cold statue falling to ashes.
Wait, what?
He's dead.
a whole statue.
Yes. Like,
Awesome!
that was awesome.
That's in your
Yeah, I have
sword,
a
are.
question.
Yeah, you're gonna
When I
turn the
like
fallen
go up
power
and I
into
get
a
more
grace.
like
What?
level spells,
Not
can
my
I add
fault.
You are
some
praising the dark power.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that afterwards.
don't worry.
So that brings us to
Dark
the.
side.
Here comes the
Okay, so
demon.
you have spells
Look at its
right?
fancy powers.
I think so actually. I think you can have more spells, but you'll have to shake the book
I
for
take
that.
the sword
So,
if you don't
Gerwald, that brings us to the end of your turn unless you want to do something more.
I mean, I could bunk down with my shield. No one
Yeah,
can
that's a
attack
bonus
me. But
action.
I want people to attack me so they don't attack my friends.
Yeah, like you could,
It's such a nice present.
you know, you could jump next to Dorian, deploy the shield, and be able to just.
Oh yeah, I should actually get compelled duel as a spell.
Yeah, like, do you want to just?
Compels duels.
Do you want to just jump next to Dorian and deploy the shield?
Well, I deploy kind of like over her a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not with
And
him.
then, so you see how the dwarf, after you're doing that stab, turning around, he just holds up his shield and slams it down right next to you. He'll be into the wood, just shattering a bit, and he seems to be ready to push it in front of you at a moment's notice.
And
You would impose
I
it.
can actually, as a reaction, I can push people away as a bonus action.
Oh yeah,
I
that
can
as
push
well.
people away. And as
Uh,
a reaction, I like. Yes.
So that brings us to the end of your turn. Now, for the most fun enemy for me.
Oh, yeah. The thing that worried me.
Oh no.
The thing that
So,
worried me.
let's see here. So, one of the two that is at you turn around, pats the other on the shoulder, and you see a bit of energy around his hand.
Shit. Survive, please. Survive.
And-
I'm gonna kill you.
Ah, shit. Missed.
You can you just press the rewind button.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't up though. That's the thing.
It was very
So you see how a bit of energy glows from that hand as the second one holds forth his hand, cracks it, and you see how a spear materializes
Shit, I'm dying.
in his hand.
Okay.
Nope, he's not a warlock. This is kind of a glowing, reddish, brown spear.
It's not blue.
It's spectral.
No, it's blue.
Yeah, you can see through it a bit.
Very
And he's gonna make an attack roll on you with that. And
Not going
yeah,
my
bless
direction.
adds. I
What?
think bless adds to attack rolls, right? Yeah, it's resistance that adds on saving throw. Yeah. So that's gonna. Oof. Ow. That's gonna be a 19. Plus 3. So that's gonna be a 22, and then let me just check real quick. That would be plus his dexterity, so that's gonna be a 23 to hit.
That's gonna hit because
Now let me quickly. I need the book, the player's handbook. I need the handbook. Yeah, at the spell section.
Oh, thank you.
SSS. ABC. Jesus.
No, wait.
Kill the mosquito.
No, it was the lich.
Spirit.
Oh, my legs hurt.
Okay. So he's gonna make an attack roll. That's gonna be a 5. That's gonna be 5 points of piercing damage.
Only.
It rolled minimum damage, if I'm not wrong.
5 points.
Yep. 5 points of piercing damage as this spear buries into your shoulder. You feel this. Oh shit! Didn't think this through.
no, you didn't.
Yeah. That's gonna be their turn though. That brings us to the top of the round with Cloak.
Which one of the two plated ones in the back looked the healthiest?
The two. There are 3 still. The one she is fighting, and then
the one further back.
they look about the same. You know how much they're hurt.
Take one of them, drop down, stab them in the eyes.
Okay.
Unusual.
Signature move.
Yeah, just stab it with the eye.
And do they count as having taken a turn?
Yes, they have taken a turn.
Okay, then that's not good luck. That would be a 14 to hit.
That misses. Drop down, try and stab, and he just ducks out of the way, slightly looks, make a stealth check.
Oh shit.
I dropped down. Let's see, that's a 20.
20.
Not
Yes.
natural, but it's 20.
You just drop down, you try to stab him on the way, and you're like,
That's like
oh, there's a lot of things there. You just duck out of the way, run up the wall, just kind of parkour climbing up, and get back up at the railing. This time not quite hanging like a bat, and more like a sloth. Like, yeah, that didn't go as
It could
like,
go into a bat hanging.
yeah. You're just like, okay, let's try that again. Drop your hands, then you're back into your bat position. I need to get someone to draw that. That's amazing.
Now he's gonna keep doing this until I kill him.
That ends your turn. That brings us to their turn.
Complete waste of
One
turn.
take.
So,
I die.
the guy that's next to you is gonna attack you with disadvantage.
You actually
Well, I
electrocuted
didn't do
things.
much. Well, some.
You actually electrocuted things. I
I'm just-
missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at
You
least
did
they
some
didn't
damage.
see
He
me.
didn't do anything.
Try to defeat my armor
Sorry.
class.
invest in my armor class.
Do you want to glide in and impose disadvantage? He's already having disadvantage because of electricity.
Oh,
Still
then I don't.
know I'm here.
Okay.
Somehow.
I'll take it.
Okay, so the first attack that's gonna be a 9 to hit.
60.
Look at that.
That's not
Yeah,
just
he
that
fails,
works, though.
but he's gonna attack
One
again.
of them is blinded and then
Never
stabbed
giving up.
to the head.
They don't know what
Lemon,
it is.
that's a
I'm here. No, you don't. No, you actually
11.
don't.
Oh no. No, yeah. That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna have stuff to do here.
Yeah. Minimum damage, 5 points of slashing damage.
How
Wow.
much are you down to?
I really don't look all that well.
How much are you down to?
Neither do I. You know.
And then you also have your healing potion.
Yeah, I'll probably do that soon.
Yeah, neither.
How much are you down to?
And then one is gonna try and attack you, Gerwald.
Oh, yay.
And that's gonna be a for the first attack. That's gonna be a 25 to hit.
Oh, wow.
But you have deployed your shield, right?
Yes.
Turning it around, slashing through the ground. It hits against the shield.
Who knew it?
The
Fully
second
deployed
attack,
shield, it can't really hit.
same thing.
Yeah, he can't hit me.
You feel the impact of really heavy blows.
I mean, when I have a shield deployed, I can't be attacked.
Yeah, he can't be hit by stuff that is an area of effect because it's deployed.
Yeah, they literally
But he
can't
can-
hit me.
But he can
Area of
only move
effect,
5
time
feet at a time. He can
Area
only
of effect,
move
time
5 feet.
Wait,
It's
That
deployed.
means a Trabask can't even hit me.
I think it has some area of effect things.
Yeah.
I would probably count its stomp, for example, as area of effect.
So my
Because it's just so
You
big.
can't hit.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Then one is gonna try and no wait.
Not die.
Yeah, they're not close
I don't
enough.
wanna
One
die.
turns around and looks to you.
Me?
Yeah, and it's gonna make a javelin attack.
Oh,
Again?
I can't even know me.
So that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Oh.
That's gonna be 5, 6, 7 points of piercing damage.
Well, that's not good. You're not to 11. You should use a potion.
So it pulls.
Yeah, you should
It turns around.
Use your potion.
It turns around, pulls out a javelin, just tosses it, and then turns back towards the main fray.
I know what I want to do.
That brings us to the end of their turn. That brings us to Darian.
I hit the
That-
thing in front of me.
Yeah, make a attack. So let's just throw this into the cup because it's fun. So 2d20s in there.
2d20.
I will.
Oh,
That's not 20.
I see why
What are you
people
doing
fear
now?
fireball.
Yeah, and then the 8, which is
I see
happening.
why they fear it.
Jag lägger en 20.
Fireball is one of
There's an
That
advantage.
feels like
Wow.
Yeah, but you choose the 9 because it's advantage.
yeah, but still that's what is that? That's a 9 plus. That's a 15.
That can kill me.
That it misses. You slice out the twitching. It twitches out of the way. It's very unpredictable. You can roll again. Use your bonus action. Wait, still with advantage.
I can use my shield, so if I succeed, I take 0
Let's do
damage.
this.
But if you don't, you take full damage.
No, actually, I take half damage.
Ah, again, there's superiority. You hit one of the armor pieces. You could have sworn you would have hit it, but there's armor, and you're like, since when did it get me there?
is
Seems like
unfair.
first time Winter Blacksmith upgraded my armor and went back.
I went to a short call for. And that brings us to the end of your turn. That brings us to Badger with the spear in one shoulder and the javelin in one abdomen. You're like,
I'm
oh.
not feeling very good.
I think I may have been stabbed.
Where are all my
Sing a happy
friends?
song.
Use your potion. Use your potion.
In the room,
Yeah.
on the floor.
Do you wanna drink your potion as a bonus action?
Yeah, I wanna
Okay.
drink my potion.
So roll 1d4.
Someone
So answer your
here has
question.
like a lot of
There,
potions.
to answer your question of where your friends are.
Come on.
There,
2 points of
and
healing.
2 points.
If anyone knows where I got that yoke
It's
from,
something.
Wait, what the
Yeah,
thing?
well.
If you want to know where your friends are, they're there,
So,
and there.
I can't do anything else now.
There, and up there.
You should use.
It's a yoke.
I
of
could I
just
disguise
one
myself to a little rat and run out?
I don't think you can do
I'm
that.
afraid you can only become
It was a
humanoids.
question- It was a question of regarding
I think you have minor
Sound
illusion.
was.
You could summon for
There,
something.
Minor illusion.
Or you could use your crossbow.
Well, can I really do that? I'm pretty bloody injured.
Yeah, like with that potion you drink it and like,
Okay, I
feel
like a
rejuvenated. You just pull out the two things in you. aggressive gnome
Aggressive
Aggressive gnome.
I aggressively reach for my
I'm feeling
crossbow.
like an aggressive forest girl.
Yes, aggressive gnome.
Make an attack roll.
Aggressively gnoming in your direction.
So this is towards one of the guys that attack.
How can I
Aggressively
shoot
gnoming
anyone
with a
from
gun.
coming?
in
Uh,
your
like-
Standing very
direction.
close to
Like there, no, you're kind of in a corner. You could get,
Plus dexterity.
yeah. But you could get
16.
You could get one of the, you could hit one of the ones that seem to be using magic, or you could hit the people in the doorway.
Yeah, magic one.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
magic.
So what's that attack roll?
Get rid of the magic.
16, just hits!
Okay.
15.
I'll just that.
And shoot off, roll damage. Roll your damage.
Which one is that?
That's a
D8.
1d.
I believe.
Aha. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
D10 plus 1.
Hello.
Yeah, I have a light crossbow.
Here.
Come on, big money.
7.
1.
I want to combine
It's
the
a
dagger.
one.
Need a
Yeah,
dagger,
shit.
broker, though.
Plus 1, so 2.
That's it.
Ah.
Dagger than me.
Not good.
I could-
You shoot the bolt. It kind of digs into a bit of the arm, but it doesn't do much.
No.
That brings us to the end of your turn. That brings us to the standard orcs. One of them is going to go for a attack on.
Well, there.
Yeah, one of them. One with
Someone is me.
is gonna attack girl. No, they've learned from their mistakes. One's gonna attack Tia.
Oh no.
But that's a 6, 7, 8 to hit.
Well, that misses.
Strikes, this huge battle axe comes down. You jump out of the way. It hits into the ground. Right next to you, and you're like, oh, okay, no, thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
And that's the only normal orc that's left, so that ends their turn.
I would
that-
like to decline.
That brings us to
I want to
you.
turn into bear.
Okay,
I ride on the bear.
so you just
I would
Yes.
turn into a bear.
start to transform, and you see how the Tia just turns into this big bear. You have the
Yeah.
stats for the bear on your phone?
I don't have my phone.
Shit.
Actually, in the end of the play manual, it says brown bear.
Oh yeah.
They have the stats for it.
Brown bear, brown bear.
So what do you do?
Bear brown. Brown the bear.
Oh yeah, it's a bonus action because it's a circle of the moon.
Yeah.
So you're a brown bear. There you go. You got your stats. Brown bear.
She's a big. Can I ride on her?
Well, if you want to undeploy your shield,
On your turn, you could.
Infinite 17 damage.
17 points of damage. Nice.
then his name.
7.
This guy, when I rolled shrink, brought up a defense roll and he was like, haha, it doesn't work. And then I just looked up and said, well, there's no defense roll, so.
23. There's 7 of that.
Yeah.
So 76.
The DM looks angry.
That face. So that's your first blade, right?
No, that's both.
Yeah.
Come on,
Swoosh!
I'm
Swoosh! Just cut across him.
Hey, GM, how are you doing?
Pretty well. He'll. Oh god. Oh god!
Your life.
Your life. Everybody starts laughing.
God damn it, you guys! You guys!
Your life.
More!
There is no
More!
There is no more!
God damn it! That brings us to the end of your.
All
That
the beer, Missy.
shit.
We are out of beer.
Look, I only have this.
And all other.
So it's going to then make an attack towards Dorian after giving it
It's
laughter.
on its turn. Damn it. That means I don't get my advantage.
That's gonna be for the first attack. That's gonna be a 15 to hit.
Nope.
First attack of the glaive goes wide as you duck out of the way. The second one, same thing. Just duck out of the way.
Does that answer your question? I tell him in Orcish.
Can someone close the door?
Oh wait, are we supposed to attack him or something?
I mean, you could choose to not do it and try to tend to each other's wounds. It seems
Yeah,
to be
I'm
just.
gonna do that.
It seems to be just focused on her right now.
Can I like heal her?
Seriously?
That brings us to
we'll
the.
let Darian
That brings us
fight
to
it,
Gerwal.
and then, yeah.
And when I die, then you come.
I mean, myself heal. How much healing?
The lay on hands.
Yeah.
You have like.
You can heal others with that, by the way.
Yes, I mean, but you can
I
heal
want to heal
her.
her.
But she's worthless. When she gets knocked out, I will take over the fight. It's okay.
I'm gonna heal her.
I'm
You
like,
heal her.
Let's see here. Paladin.
Like
Paladin.
half my hit points are gone.
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna heal
accepted
you.
the challenge of an orc warlord.
Just tell
You long rest. That pool restores to a number of totals. Your paladin level times 5. As an action, you can touch a creature and draw the power of the pool to restore a number of 8 points to that creature up to the. Okay, so you have 5 times your level,
20.
and that's how many hit points you have to dish out.
You can. So yeah, you have a pretty handy healing.
Yeah, you have
ability
20
that you have not been using thus far.
20 hit points that you could restore to someone.
Heal her.
Wait, how much health do you have?
9,
9.
What is your max health?
23.
I could give her like.
Yeah, you can give her any amount that you want.
I'll give you like
10.
Yeah.
I keep a quick. I have a quick tab here on.
if I give you 13, because I only need like 6 to heal I mean, I can give you 11.
That's nice.
Okay,
So I kind of just touch her. That
Feeling
sounds
better.
good. Yes, I use my lay on
Yes,
hands.
why do you think Lane? It's a weird ability. You touch someone to heal them, and
So
when you
add
use it on
11
yourself,
health.
it's described as you. It can be described as you touch yourself.
I'm currently touching myself.
So you feel how the energy of life just flows through you of holiness. You have 9. You have 9 points left to do that with as
People
that
feel
ends
good
your
when I
turn.
touch them.
Badger and Cloak, your turn.
I would like to drop down
So I'm healed.
Okay, you drop down to the ground.
onto him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I thought we were going to let
That's a
Darian be knocked
15.
out.
That misses.
What he wanted a single one
Dunk!
with one
That thing
five.
with knocking onto the head. Again, and this time it's just so that your knives don't rage and you're like, shit, 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 shit. Like, basically, this is what happens to miss. Just knock down and you're like, shit, 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 shit. Back up into the roof. Stealth check is
23.
yeah, that's probably gonna make it. So yeah, that ends your turn. Badger, what do you wanna do?
So where is he now?
Yes, my
Maybe.
life.
It's currently locked in fight with Dorian and doesn't seem to care about your others.
Okay.
I want to stab them all.
Yeah, maybe I should. Really not doing well here.
Oh,
No, where are
me
you?
using compel duel on him now. That would be fun.
Can I distract probably have to spell on him.
You could try and distract him if you want. You could try and fling some.
Disadvantage against anyone else than me. That I could force him to.
Okay, what do you want to create for an illusion?
Like,
Knocks away your shield. The first thing it does.
Okay, you could create a rat on her head or something.
Okay.
Guys, a small rat suddenly appears running across you.
What? As long as I don't see this.
You feel it.
I feel it.
Oh no, you wouldn't feel it because
Is there any a rat on the orc? Maybe
Oh yeah, sure. So a rat suddenly
Or a guinea pig.
a guinea pig suddenly appears on top of the orc, scurrying around.
Oh yeah!
Vegetation from your
My
mother.
mother! Oh my
Thy
mother! Thou mother was a guinea pig!
Thy mother was a hamster, and thy father smelled
And
of
that brings us to the end of your turn. That brings us to Tia. What do you want to do?
I wanna heal her.
Okay. With cure wounds?
I don't have that. I have healing word.
Okay. That's a distance spell, so that's great. So yeah, roll 1d4. Yeah. Just plus your spell casting ability modifier. No, wait.
What?
Plus your attack modifier. Sorry.
Wait, what?
That's more. So you have the same, right?
6. So 7.
7 points of healing.
7. Wow. Cool.
Nice.
That's the lowest.
Yeah, but still, that should
Pretty
help
damn good.
me survive.
That brings us to the top of the round. Dorian, your turn.
Yoo!
Attack him with your sword.
Yeah. I'm not playing to hit the
Why
guinea
did he
pig
get
that
his
is running on
turn?
top
And
of
the
it.
force got his turn before me, so I don't get advantage of my rolls. Of
That's a
course.
20.
That hits. Roll damage.
I'm doing both at the same time. That goes quicker.
Because in the beginning of the round, I can really get a short critical hit.
So
High damage.
I just, if you're the only one to fight left,
Oh.
I just attack him, stealth, attack, stealth, attack, stealth.
Attack.
5.
Shit, where am I getting it?
17 altogether.
Oh,
I just
damn.
realized I should have picked a feat that allows me to see, that gives +5 initiative.
Like just +5 to your initiative.
Yeah, I think there's a feat that gives
Oh
that.
god.
Things-
So with that's both blades.
Intelligence squares come into play.
Again, you're just leaving more and more cuts, slowly forming a circle of these blade cuts as you dance forwards with the blades of
I
the
feel like maybe we should have dropped to see Charlotte
I see
here
it.
and only her.
forwards just doing the blade dancing with the drow bane swords.
I claim this one to loot.
That brings us to its turn as it's gonna attack back with a laughter. And that's gonna be a 24 to hit. Something not as fun. Oh shit. And I
That would even
D8.
hit me.
Yeah, that would even hit Gru.
Grwald.
So
The
that's gonna
wall. The punched a wall.
be 12 points of damage.
Reason.
Oh well. You lose.
So that's 12 points of slashing damage as the first attack of the glaive strikes you into the arm. And you feel how it goes like this.
Ow.
It goes into your muscles, and you're like, ow!
But I think I found a precision spell.
Then he attacks again.
Yes, when you get knocked out, I will take over the fight.
Thank you.
It's gonna be 12 to hit.
16.
Again, this time you're like, oh shit, duck out of the way as he just misses your abdomen. You have, if I'm correct, cure healing word is a first level spell.
Yes.
You can cast it as
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
Yeah.
Which I believe gives an extra 1d4.
Yep. So that's gonna be the end of its turn. That brings us to Gerwald.
Okay, what to do? I mean, is it respectable in a duel to switch out?
This is like
Which-
duel. Who cares?
Or
This is an orc.
you could
Orcs
bless.
are scum of the earth.
Yeah, bless.
No, but I have protect from evil and good and sanctuary.
Damn it. But you're gonna bless yourself.
Well, I think
If you could bless her.
But you could move up to her and kind of be next to her.
There's enough space.
That means
for
I can
us.
protect you every time you get attacked.
You could also attack the thing. That would probably be helpful.
Well, no, that doesn't really like. Yeah.
You haven't made a promise to it.
Well,
Neither did I.
it never. In my oath, it doesn't say I can't shoot. It tells me not to shoot. Will it be cheating?
Nah, you have also not heard. You didn't understand what he said.
So I technically don't know.
Yeah.
You really
And
don't.
do I still have fire sword?
No, it's all.
Damn it! And I don't have any spell slot because I. Yes, I healed you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe
And I'm very
two
grateful.
more. Maybe 2 more uses. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 2 more uses.
Oh, then I'll strike him with my sword.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'll roll for that. What's the cost? Oh, no, my bad. Oh, thank you. And I'm using my fire dice.
Okay, make that damage roll.
Wait, I didn't see me. Where's the bones?
Huh?
Can I get the bones?
That's that's an 8.
To transform, or to cast healing word.
You're overwhelmed.
I think it's unbalancing. So what's that?
An 8 to hit.
8 to hit.
Yes.
Misses. The blade goes wide.
And I kind of back next to her with my shield.
Okay. Do you want to deploy as well?
Yes, I can. Because then I cannot protect you with deploying.
Shield goes down.
Yeah, one bone left.
So that's gonna be the end of your turn. That brings us to Badger and Cloak.
I wish to drop down again.
Make your attack.
So for 17 hits.
That hits. Roll damage.
Is he surprised?
Yeah, he doesn't know you're there.
23.
So that's...
How are we getting there?
Ow, so... And that's the dagger of the bleeder as well?
Yeah.
That's bleed damage.
I'm stealthing away.
Stealth. What's that? 1. Shit. So you pop down, you stab into the sides of his head.
And I very
Pull it
noticeably
out.
go
Then
up to the roof.
You hop up in the roof, you feel how your feet slip a bit, and you fall onto the ground
More
again.
than I'm very noticeably going up to the roof.
Well,
It's a stealth roll, you see.
okay, fair enough. Yeah, he sees you go up just before blood covers one of his eyes. Has no depth perception. So that brings us to the end of your turn, Badger. What do you do?
Well, I use my crossbow.
Okay, make an attack roll.
15 plus 18.
That is, roll damage.
Plus 18.
That's 3, isn't it?
No,
This
that's,
one.
no,
No.
that's a 1. That's
Yeah, but she is also proficient with crossbows.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the okay for 18.
Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
Which one is it? It's
It's the 10, I think.
yeah. Oh. Yeah, 10. Not 1.
7.
7 plus.
And it's a plus 2.
Dexterity and proficiency.
Plus
No, not proficiency.
Plus, so 9.
Just
No, 8.
8 points of damage.
Yep.
Nice.
between the eyes.
So, yeah, you
It's
shoot.
possible.
You shoot. It doesn't quite go between the eyes. It goes like here, above the eye, which is covered with blood. He just laughs. Tia, what do you do?
This is a masterclass. This
I'm
is a
gonna
masterclass.
use, second level.
What can you do?
Healing word of life.
Okay, 2.
And I'm gonna
He laughed.
I love.
Then you
do
can.
something else, but I'll just
Yeah.
I'll let
Okay, so roll the healing. So that's 2d4. I need more d6s. I need more d6s here. Okay, so he casts the spell. I need more d6s.
I need more D12. I need more D12s.
Thank you.
I need more D12s.
Okay, that brings us to the end of your
Oh
turn.
wait, I don't want to.
Oh yeah. You want one action.
When you piss off the guy in the cloak, and I need more D12s.
But I can't go. Hey, kid, pass me some D12s.
Can I use?
Nothing is Eldritch Blast. D12. Hell of a wall can come multiple.
You could hold an action.
As one
Yeah, I'll do
action.
the plus flame thing, and next time he attacks
Okay.
anybody, I'll throw it at him.
Okay, the princess to the start of his turn as he takes 1 point of bleeding damage.
Or it's a
This
1D
music is going to be ingrained in your brains.
It's a 1d4 of bleeding damage.
Oh yeah, because it's a dagger of the bleeder, yeah.
It's 1.
No difference, I shouldn't have erased that shit. But oh well, it's still damage. He laughs with a maniacal laugh as he goes into common. You'll fight well against the leader of the blooded tusks! As he swings forth his glaive.
I think we should do non-lethal.
Can I attack him?
Yes,
No.
non-lethal now.
Not yet. He's first gonna get an attack.
We might need to get paid more
That's
for
a
him
natural
alive.
20
Oh shit!
against
Okay,
Darian.
Well, then I can't attack him because my sword would just kill him. My fire.
Oh,
He would
12.
die by fire.
That's 12.
Oh
You
shit!
could
No, wait,
do
that's
like
16.
non-lethal damage and
Hopefully
put
that
out the
night
fires.
helps.
Very bad.
18.
Probably die now.
22. 22 points of slashing damage.
damage. I'm very dead.
You're out?
Yes.
You're knocked out.
Oh.
So with a slash across your chest, you just feel like it pierces through your armor and you're like... You see the world around you just flicker and then you pass out, fall onto the
Oh,
ground.
sorry, I forgot to protect you.
Shit! Oh wait! Yeah, that happened. Shit, you forgot to impose disadvantage. And he then...
That means I'll attack him.
Yep, now you throw your fireballs to make an attack roll.
7.
I was strategizing.
Plus your spell attack modifier?
Yeah, that's 13.
Just misses. You fling the fireball, he passes by, singeing the wall, just missing him. And he's then gonna make an attack against Gerwald. Which
No
does,
shit given about a fire that was just thrown at him.
Yeah.
which doesn't really matter because your shield is deployed, right?
Yes.
You fight well, dwarf! And that ends his turn.
Not
He
at all.
attacked me once.
Gerwald.
Okay, wait, could I do non-lethal damage with my fire sword?
You can certainly try.
Try.
Is my fire's out?
The fire is strangely still burning.
Bad. But
you have a lot of adrenaline in your body right now. That was a heavy hit. Like, it buried your shield a bit further into the ground.
Well, I mean, I don't want to risk it. Can I put down my flame fires?
You can try.
Oh.
Make a roll.
What? Oh shit.
Make a contested roll.
Fire.
You try to put them out, but the blackness swirls a bit more.
Oh, this isn't good. This is not good. Oh,
Yeah,
The dark
you
ones
should-
grow.
shit.
The dark ones grow.
Okay,
They come.
just
They
quickly,
come
do you
and
guys
follow.
care if this guy's do we
Just
need
go
him or
for
not?
it.
Okay.
We
I
don't
just
need him.
strike
It's
it.
just better.
You just give a glance to his cloak, and it's like, get him! And make an attack roll. With advantage.
He would be better alive, but
This sword in the door. I am
this
scared.
advantage roll.
Oh yeah.
This is not
Let's just
good.
roll with that. I'll take the highest up.
You're gonna die, I think.
Hey, I'm
A 19.
dying.
I'm like dying.
Plus my stuff. That's a 25 to attack hit.
That hits, roll them. So the damage is?
Yes, it's 7 and 6
13.
fire damage and 7 normal damage plus my strength for that. That becomes 11 normal damage, 6 fire damage.
Ooh.
That's 17 damage.
17 points of damage. And he's on fire. So,
He's
with that
not laughing
strike,
anymore.
you stab him into the abdomen, cleaving through, and you feel like it goes out the other end, just missing the spine. Pull it out as the flames engulf him.
Oh no.
And he lets out again this mad laughter.
And I don't
Death is welcomed!
I am also laughing
Okay,
with
then
him
I'm
now.
gonna heal
I am
Uh,
laughing with him now.
That brings us to the end of your turn. That brings us to Badger and Cloak.
I think try to fire crossbows at him for non-lethal damage, basically.
Yeah,
Yes, because I. But
I can't. Yeah, I can't just sneak attack.
already.
Or does he see me?
I mean, he's completely focused on Geralt
well,
right now.
I'll try to drop down on him.
Non lethal.
Oh,
I
and
don't
he's on
get the critical
wait,
hit,
no,
though.
no, before you do,
No,
he's on
lethal.
fire. That's what
Yeah,
you
that
know.
doesn't matter because I probably missed him completely with this.
What is that?
That becomes a 8.
You drop down and you're like, oh shit! You realize that you slipped a bit too much with one of the legs, and you land on the ground. Kind of, you don't land badly. You're like, okay, I'm right.
Can I fire my crossbow as a bonus action instead of hiding?
Sure, I'll allow it. Because this guy is crazy.
That was an 11. That becomes 16 to hit.
That hits.
Is there any weak
How much
parts of
does he
this?
have left? Jesus Christ.
Not much.
bit.
He looks like he's very bad to do.
And he's laughing. Yay.
Yeah.
It's a
A
masochist.
D8.
Oh, much worse than that. So what?
Insane.
I can find
I
my
like
D8.
this pain.
So I'm just gonna roll that. That is a 6 point of non-lethal damage.
Okay, so with a crossbow bolt right into the side, he is like turns to you, and you see in his eyes as the flames, partially part. You see a light that you've seen before in a few dreams.
Wait, you
What
see what?
sort of dream?
Dreams relating to your god.
What?
Put him out! Put him out!
What do you mean by that?
Put him
Badger!
out!
What?
Badger, what do you do?
What do
Oh my god,
you
you're not so sorry.
Wait, do you scream that yours?
Yeah.
Yes, killing him.
Not kill him. Put him out.
How did
No,
that?
don't
What?
kill him,
What?
don't kill him.
More
That's
extinguish his
wrong.
flame.
Oh.
Specifically kill him.
So do you want me to kill him?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant I
That sort
could.
of thing should not be left to exist.
What?
A light retaining to a god of death
Oh,
is not something you want to see in your enemy's eyes.
I respect him.
Oh, are we supposed to put him out?
You probably want to put this guy out.
You can find us put him out of his misery as well. Just try to kill him.
Try to kill him. Right.
Wait, I thought you meant put out the fire.
No, I meant put out the fire of his light.
Oh.
So what do you see in his eyes? It's not
A glint of the god. A glint.
death god.
Yeah.
God
I
of
pray to
death.
a god. I pray in the necropolis.
Oh, I
The city
really,
of the dead.
I really hope I get the last
Well,
turn
you
because
know,
then I
I
have
believe
a
of
pretty
the
good
city.
finisher.
I am
I use
the
my
temple
thunder
named
wave
after
again?
the
No,
city
you-
of
No,
the
then you'll
dead.
get all your friends.
Huh?
Then you'll get all your friends
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
they're all there.
Use your
Nice.
crossbow.
I have a pretty
Well,
good
then there's no
finisher.
choice then. I use my crossbow again.
Okay, make an attack roll.
One. I'm feeling.
Flies wide. Quote, you barely duck out of the way as this crossbow. You're like, not me! Wrong person! That brings us to the end of your turn. Darian, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Oh, stabilize Darian. Someone stabilize Darian.
Don't ask me.
That's the
You know what
D20.
happened last time I tried to stabilize someone?
Yeah.
Didn't go well.
Use
that?
magic, use healing on her.
One success.
You have healing.
On the
No, I
death
used
saving
all
throw,
my
one
spell
success.
slots. Oh,
I think this is the first time we have had someone do a death saving throw.
You have lay on hands.
I don't think you have all been knocked out like that before.
Actually, we
Every
have.
time you have been knocked out,
The
it
beer
has been
guy.
very, very... Oh yeah.
I had one.
So,
The beer guy. Or
that
the
brings
time you all
us
died.
to...
Very
Shit.
funny.
ends your turn. That brings us to its turn. To miss, roll for the Bleeder's Dagger.
Using the red dice for this, that's 2.
2. Nice.
Should I roll
so-
my fire damage?
Yeah, and fire damage.
That's at 2 and fire damage.
So you see how the flames and the bleeding. He falls to one knee
Tell
as his muscles start widening, blood veins bulging. As he roars, and you see a faint you all see a faint glimmer of a skeleton around him.
Oh no.
As he stands back up.
This is not good. This is not good. This is not good.
I'm
dead! Oh, that means I deal extra damage to him because I have smite damage.
And that's gonna be, he's gonna make an attack against you, and it's gonna go through the, considering of your freaking shield. It's gonna be a 23 to hit.
23 to hit.
Ignoring your
That-
shield, did you say?
Yeah, ignoring the well,
Or do you mean the full cover?
that's a 24 to hit.
Oh, that's just my armor class.
Nasty. That brings us to a 14 points of slashing damage as the glaive cuts into you,
This is not good. This is
slashing
not good.
across your chest, and then it's gonna make another attack.
In terror at realizing what was going
That's
on.
a crit.
What? How much?
That's a natural 20.
Oh no, I only have 17 health left.
That's gonna be a. That's
Wait
18.
to right. Wait.
18.
Calculated the
Oh my God,
damage.
this
So
is
that's
not good. I need to somehow
22 points of
heal
slashing
them.
damage.
That is
It's very dead.
wait. So I had 17, then
Yep.
22.
But I've used.
That gives me like minus 10 health.
Yeah, but you're fine. You're just knocked out. You see how Gurwal gets a stab
Oh, this is.
through the shield and through your chest.
Use it.
Oh, I do.
As
I
it
do.
pulls
but I have
out.
killed 2 people here.
I give him a slight smile as he does that.
Yeah. He's
You're
just
one who can
laughing
heal.
maniacally
Get one who
as
can heal.
that ends his turn.
Wait, how about-
Gurwald, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Very well.
Natural one with
A
you.
3.
That's a fail.
That's a fail. Shit.
Wait, could
Uh,
I use my lay on hands now that I'm down?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
you're knocked out. That brings us to Badger and Cloak.
Someone heal me.
Someone help them.
Don't ask me. My
You have
name-
healing potions.
Yeah, but should I force him to drink one?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I do that?
Yes, give me the player's handbook real quick.
I would like to do that.
Thank you, my friend.
Jarian, do you happen to
fighting
know
the
what
undead.
Yes, I am
a
really
healing
effective with this.
potion usually does? Like, as far as healing goes? Do you happen to have that?
Me. Because then I can heal one and then attack him if someone heals one of them.
Like normal. potion.
Yeah, it's normal.
It used
Or
to
you know,
be-
you could heal me. I need healing.
If he's healing,
like
if he's
D8
healing you, I
plus
can
two,
heal
Well,
her.
that-
but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Dies.
1d8 plus 2.
That could
Okay.
stabilize me.
Yeah,
And
it will
maybe-
heal you back to health.
Oh.
If it's not negative, your max hit points, you're just knocked out.
That's 4 health.
4 health? Ow. That's not
I'm
good.
back in business.
I rolled a 2.
Ah.
You missed it.
I barely
So,
get
Badger,
through.
what do you do?
I never meant you trying to kill that thing.
Yeah.
On
I've done everything I can
On
in my power.
distance.
I mean, he could kill me if he deals good damage like that again. If he does like
You
that,
can
say-
heal yourself, and I'll heal her, and then I'll moonbeam him.
Well, I'll rush forward and try and stab him or with my rapier.
I don't
Okay,
know
make an
backing
attack
away
roll.
Using a crossbow, but
Yeah, well, I've done that several times. I was bloody miss.
yes.
It's terrible. Oh, and Jesus.
7.
Was it 7? I thought it was 1.
7.
That's a
Yeah.
10 to hit.
Yeah, we're having awesome fight.
And
We killed the guy. We're still fighting him.
I'm rushing
We're
forward.
So what's that attack roll?
Yeah, 7. It's 10.
That hits him.
Okay.
Ah,
You strike into him and make a damage roll.
Wait, what did you roll?
48.
10.
Wow.
His AC must be lower because he's undead.
Oh,
Ah.
2.
Then I'll.
Plus your dexterity.
3.
3.
That's still nice. You just rush for a stab into the leg. You're like, what? As he looks down, he just maniacal smile.
Oh, shit.
Obvious
Sure.
laughing as
Is
his
he
teeth
bleeding?
are starting to reform into a different shape.
Wait, I have one question. Is he still bleeding and burning?
And
Is he
sort of-
undead?
Yeah.
Yes.
So our damage.
Your bleed damage won't do anything.
Yeah.
His burn damage is
My,
done.
I have holy fire, so it should still.
Maybe
do-
it's
and
unholy
should
fire now.
And it should be.
Then it heals him.
More correctly, it does nothing.
Tia, your turn.
More correctly, it does nothing.
Wait, is he
Except make him
undead?
look cool.
He seems undeadish, but you can't tell
Looks
anything.
cool.
So does if Moonbeam does radiant damage, doesn't that do like...
That's double damage against undead. You could.
Yes, but
Do you shout for everyone to get out of the way then?
Yeah, I'm gonna like heal her and Moonbeam him.
Okay, so you.
I'm doing first level.
Wait,
Okay, you
use
roll
the-
roll for the healing.
Use the edge of the moonbeam to
That's
fight
a
him.
D4, I think, healing word. Yeah.
Use the edge of the moonbeam so I can still attack him later.
Where's our D4?
There it is. Found
There. Okay. Come on.
I do not
2.
possess.
8 points of healing, and you're back in.
Oh.
You're back on 8. You're back on 8.
Ah, okay.
it. Okay. And then I use Moonbeam on him.
You just feel how you're like, oh shit, and you just manage to crawl out. You shout out for everyone to get out of the way as everyone disperses. That's a Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes.
He's gonna make that. Roll damage.
What is that?
D8.
D10?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 2d10.
There you go.
Could do this.
Oh, please.
9 and 8.
I should kill him.
That's
Again?
17 and it's
Yes,
double
if
because
it's not
he's
the,
undead.
one of the undead.
Yep.
Should have killed.
So that's 34.
Yeah.
34.
Wow.
Pretty.
Show not why I
40.
did of a death goddess.
Huh?
40 because of that.
The fire burns onto him, and you see his shape just retaining spectral parts of skeleton replacing parts that has been completely incinerated by the moonbeam. And that brings us to Darian.
I am going to fuck him up now.
I did 40
Darian.
damage
I
to him.
hit
Well, then you really helped me kill him. Thank you.
Make an attack roll.
How
probably
did you
like
survive that?
13.
You mean 4?
Thank you for helping me
19.
kill him.
Certainly hits.
He's undead and I got 17 and that's
But
just
you
one,
attacked
and then
me?
plus six,
Yeah, of
14.
course.
I really want to get the last hit.
How do you kill an
I
undead?
want to punch him and get the
Why
last
beating
hit.
it until there's nothing left?
There's the other.
And you know, holy shit.
Cleansing it.
That's nice.
Cleansing it also works, but I prefer pulling it until
Timid,
there's nothing
hold
left.
this.
Wait, I can actually use anti-undead.
Actually, here.
20 damage.
Now.
So, how do you want to do this?
Oh no!
I'm just like.
Okay, so Darian, just back from the dead, rips out her
With my
blades and pierces them through the shoulders. You proceed to break through, and you go through a few patches that are bone, spectral bone, and they still feel as hardy as stone. But you manage to carve your way until you have completely carved through, as his body falls into 4 parts.
That was 60 damage before he died.
Oh yes,
And
we
that-
killed him!
That brings us to the death. That's him dead.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Just pray
60 got
for
Where
damage.
is the loot? I crawled
Wait,
to
I
the
was
nearest
wondering.
altar.
Wait, pray
Yeah.
for his passing.
Yeah.
Is
pray
it
for-
still burning?
There's still fire on the body.
Pray,
How
so
bad is the
pray
burn on
that
his
his soul
face?
may plaster after
The
Yes,
blade
we don't want
just
that
went
again.
out.
How black is it?
wait.
Completely.
Completely black.
Yep. The blade.
I put down my sword and guard and I mutter like praise. Let this lost soul find his way to the
Let him
afterlife,
rest.
so he can find the
May
best.
this poor soul rest.
Yes.
Do you also utter a prayer to the
Yeah.
death god?
To let him rest.
You see a faint flicker. Let me actually. You see a faint flicker as the bony parts evaporate into a smoke, blowing away
That's the cleansing option.
on a invisible wind as the body ceases to burn,
Most winds are invisible, by the way.
leaving.
Yeah.
Only thing that's completely intact is just the skull of this orc, or what was once an orc.
We finally
It's-
killed it!
Yay.
Everything is
For like the
still.
60
third
damage.
fucking
And-
time!
Somehow, when you're not moving, what you feel like you're hearing is a silence more deep than no sound. And you hear, Timus, you hear a faint sound of metal tipping. It sounds almost like a bead dropped into a scale.
Oh, well then! I didn't know you'd like this being
Yeah,
done.
what you guess?
That was a really good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
40!
We killed that shit.
That must be my strongest one yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn, man.
Moonbeam, man!
Moonbeam!
Wait, is my sword still on fire?
No, it just
It
went
is
out.
completely back. We need to go somewhere and check that out.
Go
Yeah.
see the temples!
Yes,
So-
I'm actually
Do you all head to the guard?
Was there any gold?
Yeah, I take the skull. I take the skull.
Yeah, how about we go and check his sword out? It's completely back.
I think we should check it out in the Acropolis first as well.
When you
Still
walk,
nothing,
when you
I'm
walk
going
away,
around
yeah,
and check everything.
yeah, no one seemed to have any money on them.
Seriously,
I mean,
what
that
kind
is
of
kind of-
headquarters are
What you
these?
do find is that one person had a very fine elven dagger that seems almost of a ceremonial kind.
Hello!
Ceremonial elven dagger. Yes, I'm
Yes.
collecting. I'm starting to collect.
Am I late?
ceremonial daggers.
What?
Yeah, they just killed the freaking war chief of a terrorist group.
For
And
the
he
second
was
time.
undead.
I need 40
You killed him
damage and he
twice.
died.
So
Put on some cool music now.
Yes,
Go.
I
you
killed
killed him twice.
1 hour of RPG tombs and towns and village music. One.
Yeah. So,
What is this fruit
you all-
speak of?
so, you all head back to the guardhouse. And claim your reward, showing off the skull. The leader.
And then
Oh my.
Flea explained that he
Yeah.
literally turned undead.
We'll
Yeah,
have to
I
take
give
this
an
with the high
explanation.
priestess.
I'll give an explanation of that.
Yeah, somebody
I
explained
think
that he literally just turned undead.
Yeah.
He looks concerned at you all.
Concern for us.
You'll have to take this with a high priestess as soon as you can.
Oh yeah, and his sword is burning black. But
And that's
That's
when
not
you all have
something
gotten all get your money.
how much was that?
That was 880 divided on 5.
Oh, why?
Timus, you're the only one
Let's
with a
see here.
phone you can use. But yeah, that guy was badass.
Can we get an arranger?
That's 176 gold each.
176.
I just wonder, guys, how epic did that fight feel?
That was
Very good.
Fantastic.
100 and what? 76?
Yeah.
That is good.
600 and
That's great.
Oh, that guy was a rough one.
Pretty cool.
7.
Weird about it. Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna pick up next time we go. As you all get to level 5, actually.
Oh damn!
Oh, yeah. You're all level 5, and you got a bunch of money, dudes. Me dudes and ladies. More ladies than dudes, really.
Yes.
800.
But at least we're a quality group in total. But really, I'm worth more than you guys, so. I'm the DM. What can I say?
Oh,
That's true.
Can't beat me.
We have 3 male characters. Wait, are you a male character?
Yeah.
Yes, then we
I
have
don't
1
know,
female character.
No, you have 2 females, right?
Darian is a guy.
I always
Okay.
see
We have-
Bathurst as
yes.
a male. Actually.
Darian sounds female somehow.
Yeah, and to be honest, I have
That's
always
probably
imagined
why
it as
I've been
female.
calling you by Darian. I don't know.
I am envisioned it as a female as well, which also is do not judge based on gender.
He's
She's gonna
Yeah,
cut you.
gender doesn't matter though when it
She
comes down
slept
to
in
it.
our
Also, I think so. I am.
No worries, I've been using this. But yeah, that guy was terrifying. He also had a battle cry, which would have let him call it, because there were more people in this place.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah! Man, there was
And they didn't notice our epic fight of epicness.
Oh, they did, but he had ordered them to leave.
But the money-
He challenged you guys to a fair fight.
Oh.
Fair.
And then we grouped up. He challenged you to a one-on-one duel, and then we grouped up on him.
He didn't seem to care much though.
He seemed to enjoy it actually.
Yep.
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
didn't I?
weird.
Gone weird person.
Kind of sick.
Ow.
Super weird.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was God.
Yeah, that was a well fought fight
There
though.
was a glint of your god.
Yeah. Put it up, put it up, put it up!
And now you envisioned actually shouting.
I just
that.
want to see that, like.
Put him out, put him out!
I want
put
to
him
see.
out!
I'm just envisioning an art of his cloak. Just see, just first an image of the glint, cloak realizing, and then shouting for you all to put it out.
Put it out! Put it out! And then nobody understanding. Also.
He's gonna have to explain a lot, I feel.
I pray in a temple called the Necropolis.
Oh.
What the hell is there to explain?
Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the temple, try to like connect with.
Final camp of deer. Oh, camp. Good, go on. Ah, shite. Well, that probably gave some cool footage. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven. Again. Shit. Never mind. Let's just place you over here. There you go. Oh, my back. These are 6. Yep. All 6. Eccojo. Oh, I'm on a gym badge, but you want my heart. Pika, pika, girl. I'm Pokemon. I got you. It's gonna you're a Pokemon in my heart. So you're my Pika, girl. You're my Pokemon. It's like a Pokemon. Oh god, my legs. My legs are bent and broken and I'm old. Oh god. Someone put me out of my misery. Haha, not really. Those yolks are weird. But oh well. Someone has to make them. Wait. Not really, but whatever. I'm talking to myself. I'm going insane. Oh god. I'm gonna miss that to myself when I get home. When I'm home. You're gonna miss me when I'm home. You're gonna miss me by my ear. You're gonna miss me everywhere. You're gonna, sure, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my ear. You're gonna miss me everywhere. And I'm sure you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me down here, you're gonna miss me everywhere. I'm sure you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Oh jeez, I would not want to forget that. With the map and all the notes and shit. Oh no, you're going with me. Yeah, that's everything.